Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know Wagwan.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on. I saw some Asian kids driving the road, but at first I didn't notice. So I saw a car that was passing. I was like, oh, that's a cool car. I like how the fenders and stuff look on it, right? And he had this nice white and black theme going for it. And then I kept driving and I saw all black. I was like, I didn't just see this car. So I kept driving and I saw a red and black. I'm like, what's happening? So I'm looking back in my rearview mirror and I see two of the same cars, right? So I start looking in the mirror, like inside the window when I pass. And I'm seeing all Asian kids, short Asian kids with the thing next to them. It's me.
With the thing?
Yeah, like they had the girl and them with them.
Oh, Missy, let me have a buckle thing inside of the vehicle. That's why I was so shocked, bro. I was like, yo, these things cool.
No, not even that cool. How do you see that?
So I'm watching that and it's me. Bro, you think at one point all of them were like just catching a bus or chilling with their parents, and then one of them like, oh, I got this cool car. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I'm gonna get one like that. And he just went out. Or was it like they slowly upgraded and built it after they bought it from the dealership? Or their parents just like, oh, you want a car? Like, how do you even get here? Did they go to a convention and meet another guy with the same car with them and say, you're cool, that's lime?
They're not really that expensive. The cars aren't really that expensive, Nathan. These 90s JDM legends, they're not really that expensive. It's to like import them over here will make them expensive. And then people be scamming you and all of that shit. But like if they really from Japan or whatever, it's easy for them to get these cars. They just have to.
Don't you have more clearing fees? Like shit, they're coming out of Japan. They assume that these are used cars that is gonna like contribute to like greenhouse gases and shit. They're not gonna charge you extra for importing a used car.
If you're working with not really. If you're working with an exporter, they sort that shit out for you. Like I've been doing my research, bro. I'm gonna get me either a super. Actually, I don't want no super, bro. I'm just kind of dragging that. But I really want like a R33.
33. I don't like those ones. That's the pointy moat one, right?
That's the red one.
Yeah, the one is the red one.
The red one. Yeah.
Yeah, R stands for red.
Because I don't want the 32. I don't want the 32. And 34 is still illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Not in Canada.
Yeah, y'all niggas is blessed. Well, y'all got like a 15 years, right?
What y'all have? 25?
I think it's 20. I think it's 20.
I think it's 20. Yeah. Boy, me even, though.
When you hide your racisms, you can do a lot of things. That's what kind of motto is.
when you literally bury that shit.
You check. That's not funny.
Another thing. I'm gonna buy me 350Z. Cause last night I was racing a dude.
That's my double.
Racing a dude on
in the phone? SI. I was racing a dude right in the SI. And he did drive this
on your phone.
No,
see,
he did drive this Clapto BMW, right? I think it was. It's I didn't even know about it, but he was turbocharged, boss. The man did spit fire, and the man, Everon, the boy, got me. I'm like, look, by you, yo, we went back so fast. After he got me right, I'm gonna catch your T by the red lights, and then I swung into a parking lot. He came in with me. It was like, he was like, some. I'm like, bro, I'm stuck. I was just driving. And then you decide you want to speed up next to me. Like, I initiated the race, but because I lost, I just had to play.
No, like, women never want to race anyway.
We're just they going cool. But yeah.
It's a hype Timon can relate to.
If I was in traffic and I saw this man speeding coming to me, I'd have just been like closing the gap so he don't have time to weave through traffic. That's all I do now. When I see some people in my rear view doing some dumb shit and they speed and this is me, let me just slow you down, have you rethink your life a little. So I speed up just a little so I can close the gap. You know, some people still take the risk.
Because what the fuck you do? Boss, imagine me come, me not trouble nobody, no. Me will work around. I'm not coming up behind you blowing the horn until I'm working around you. And Timon will see you doing your thing and be like, I'm going to interrupt this.
Look, I'm not unnecessarily speeding up because of how far he is, and I see him from the distance. Because I'm always checking my mirrors, right?
Come on, that is being a dickhead. You're the person that wants to fight in traffic, bro.
Nah. No, because I know some annoying people who I turn on my indicator and then they speed up. That's not what I'm doing.
I still push my car over. Like, it hit me.
That happened to me. That happened to me on Friday, and twice at least. And I just pull over still, and it's like they try to speed up to hit me, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, as you can see, I'm already in front, so you already lost this case. Okay, they hit me at the back or the side.
Yeah.
But like, I don't understand why. Like, they literally
leave the gap open. You missed that too, man. If they hit you in the back or side like that, it's you wrong because you switch lane.
You sure?
Yeah. If you came over in their lane, you wrong.
You know, I really hate people in the damn left lane driving the speed limit or below the speed limit. Like, why are you over in the left lane?
Yeah.
Why are you over in the left lane? I should have to go to the right to pass you.
You shouldn't, and that's kind of why that rule thing is the way it is, because you shouldn't be on the right. So if it is the person was passing you on the right and you pulled over into the right and you hit them like that on the side, then technically they're wrong, Timon. But if it's the other way around, nah, you're wrong. So if they're passing you on the right and you move, well, I don't even know, because you still came out to the lane that you were in and you didn't check to see if somebody was there. So
that's what I'm saying. There's like a big gap. Okay, so whenever I'm gonna like do the maneuver to get to my going to the left lane, I leave a big gap in front of me. So when I do speed up, I don't have a chance to hit the other person.
Yeah.
You check? So when I'm laying back now, I'm checking my mirrors to see if it's clear, right? I look and there's still a gap between me. But the moment I hit my indicator, I literally hear, and I'm already getting ready to press the, like, you know, move forward and then go cross. But the moment I do that now, they're already on my end. I'm just like, why?
You're not, boss. You need to make sure that they're clear before you even hit the indicator. Because
once people see what it is, once
people see the indicator come on, they just want to be a dickhead, bro. And then like it's dumb annoying. It really is dumb annoying. Like, you have no, bro. What pissed me off, bro, is people who you see me doing 80 in this 65, and you gonna pull out in front of me doing 8 miles per hour. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, man, you burn off all my brakes. All.
Like yesterday, I smell a rubber, no fuck. Cause this man see me coming down. It's not the interstate. Where is it, bro? I don't even know what to really call it. But like, I'm speeding, and then he about to turn. So I'm coming down the double lane, right? And he's about to turn. Wow, I'm looking at my hand and I still can't identify what hand this is. Left. So he about to turn left, and this man see me speeding. And this man decide that instead of just waiting for the clear behind me, he gonna try to rush off in front of me. So the man tried to rush off, and he realized I'm not easing up. So then he sped up, and then he stopped right like in front of where I was going. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Bro, if we did crash, I'd have died. I would have died. I was speeding.
Drive better. Simple. Nah. But like, I use the express lane nowadays because I'm just like, I'm lucky. Police not gonna catch me, right? And I use it to beat a lot of the traffic that's there, right? And what I realize will happen is in the express lane, when they're merging back over to the right lane because the lane ending, everybody at the front have to give them the pass. So that's what a lot of people do. They go into the express, speed up, and then cut right in the front. So traffic keep backing up, right? And one time I was sitting in traffic and I realized, yo, that man's just flying down here. And I'm just sitting here like, the hell, right? So I realized that. So I started doing that a lot. And when it comes to those merge points, soon as I merge over from the express back into like the right lane, I instantly go over to the farthest right lane because that one seemed to move faster. And every time there's like an exit, like that lane moves fast, and then I switch back to the middle just to pass the exit area because new people coming off and coming on.
I don't understand how y'all traffic work because bro, over here, if there's an exit, get the fuck out of that lane. Like if there's an exit coming up, get out. Because people don't, bro. How do you not know how to like just, you know what it is? You know what it is? So the exit is on the right, and then people they on the left, and they try to beat all the traffic because remember the right lane is a slow lane, so they try to beat all of that, and then from the left they try to squeeze in and go through the right, and then hit the exit. And then half the time it will just cause a traffic jam there.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
there'll be like 7 cars in the right lane, in the left lane, trying to go over to the right to hit the exit. I'm like, bro, like y'all just doing too much. Because
Yeah,
if you
so that's why I
stayed,
say you use that to your advantage until you realize the traffic's slowing down, and then you switch back over. And as soon as you pass the exit, you go back over into the right lane, and you kind of freer than the rest. And then you just, when you clear up, you just go back into the left lane.
nah, driving is really an art, bro.
I be reading the traffic, man. Sometimes I be in like the middle lane. I'm just like, bro, y'all see the left lane moving, right? When I switch over to the right, I'm just like, why y'all still staying in that lane? Why y'all don't just switch over? Cause y'all sitting out here for about 5 minutes, and the right lane just moving. I'm just like, why not just one after and just take the chance? Cause if I see something, I'm not gonna do it right away. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and try it. Like today, I'm just observing. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try it to see if it works. And if it works, man, I'm not changing.
Not
I
me,
feel like
bro.
it's trauma. Let me do
I
that.
when I'm driving, I do a lot of calculations in my head. Like I be looking at everything. I'm looking farther up, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to navigate through this traffic. Because, bro, you don't ever see me stopping behind somebody unless the two people in them like they in line with each other.
It box up. Mm.
Yeah, like that's the only time you ever see me stopping, bro. Because if I have to drive off to the side skirts where you pull off a passer, man, I'm doing it.
Not me.
Tell me something over there with me.
So you check.
Creep me out. And then when the report time come for Mac, I don't have no reason to be over there.
None.
When they try to pull off, they want, but when they check the tire pressure.
Like my excuse, if a police ever see me in the express lane, is what are you doing over here? I'm like, sir, honestly, I was driving and this car just came out of nowhere from the right, and he didn't even look. He didn't even indicate, and he just swerved over. But because my left was clear to avoid an accident, I switched over. But I didn't want to cross back over double lines because that's against the law of the streets. And I was gonna wait until I met broken lines up ahead to come back over in the right lane. That's gonna be my excuse. It might not work, but I feel like it might.
I'd be like, yeah, this nigga was not letting me come over, and then the line got straight, so I had
So
to
I said, I just take my time, get to the double lines, and then come back over.
Yeah.
Every time I try, like I sped up to pass him. Like
my
man decided he wants speed up and match gas with me. I'm like, okay, buddy, do your thing.
Check, and I'm gonna let him know, like, if you check his system right now, I've never been in any infractions. I follow the rules to the T.
That is, my driving record is clean.
Yeah.
Even, bro. So remember when I tell y'all I ran from the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was doing 80 to 35, right? So I was kind of, I can't say racing with this dude, but like I saw the dude, like, so he crossed the light before me, and then he was speeding. So I sped up and like I caught him and I passed him on like some double lines. I passed him. So after I passed him, right, he sped up behind me, and like I was just clapping gears in front of him. So now after I got over the hill, right, like I finally made it to the top of the hill, I saw the police in this schoolyard, but then there was traffic coming down, and I'm like, yo, I started slowing down, right? But then because I saw the traffic, I was like, why the fuck you slowing down? Keep going, nigga. So, I stepped down on the gas. There's this turn, and the thing advises to go 25 miles per hour. 25, wait. And I did that shit, right? I did that shit maybe like 66 or some shit. And I went through there at the time. I said I'm going down the road because like the dude who was behind me, he slowed down, yeah, but he kind of kept on my ass. So he was between me and the police officer. So now when the police turn on the light, right, he kind of pulled off. But at that point in time, I was I gapped those guys. I gapped him. I gapped the police officer, and there was this the light was like amber. I sped past that. And there was a street. I can't remember the street. I think it's like Montgomery or some shit. And bro, when I tell you I geared down, I hit that. I bust another turn, and I bust out in the highway, and I just went about my business.
I think this name Grand Theft Auto.
Really, bro?
Just imagine the police. It's Officer Gregory on the 401. This man is never mind.
You know what's
this German and the boy was just going to the grocery store.
I was watching this on Grubhub. But bro, you know what's really crazy, bro? It was really crazy. In my head, I was like, yo, I probably got like 5 heat right now.
5 stars.
Yo, if y'all never had me playing that Need for Speed Heat, I would not have done that.
Oh, wow. You hear that? No, I thought, man.
It's our fault.
You're right.
You're the one who downloaded the game first.
Check on the tab. You saw me run this game now. Blame Tavares. How come you never put us on 2K, huh? That's safe.
Oh, I'm going to broke my ankle.
Check.
Yes.
You're from therapy.
You know, never broke a bone, boss.
Same, and it's a thing that okay, I don't even like saying it no more. I used to say it when I was young, but I always wanted to experience breaking something just so I'd know what it's like, because
Check.
the people who have
hand
something
twice.
broken, they don't look like their life very inconvenient. They look like they get more attention. It look like life actually a little bit like better.
It's not attention. I just want to know what that shit feel like. I hear your hand come back stronger than ever this week. I'm gonna break my spine, come back stronger than ever. I'm gonna break my toes.
I broke the same hand twice. And,
Yeah, you don't learn.
and the funny thing is, I broke both of them off. I broke it off a bike. Not the same bike, though. So, you know, at least that's good. But I have a smart scale, and they say that my bone mass is high. So, you know, I'm like, wow, look at that. I got healthy, strong bones.
How does my thing is, how does that thing? Okay, because Tim
I
had
can't
it
tell you.
first,
I
right?
can't tell
And
you.
it telling him all this information, and I'm like, there's no way you just standing up on that thing telling you all that. There's
In
no
terms
freaking
of-
way.
Body, water weight and so.
Yeah, like
No,
like, how?
I believe it. I believe it for the water weight, right? Because remember, you have to do it barefoot, not ever run. So,
And
like,
they
it's
have
a-
like some
it's a sole-
metal.
the metal
yeah.
sensor thing, and it's a sole of your foot on top of that thing. I believe
Okay,
the
so it
water
has
weight.
sensors that does stuff.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what you're saying. Okay, because if it's just a scale and it's just telling you
What
Mm.
I
about
can't,
this.
I
So I
don't know
feel-
how we can tell my muscle mass, because like it tell me that my lean muscle mass is 157 pounds. So I was like, so if I go to 0% body fat, I'd be 157 pounds.
So, you see, I feel like it's following like the information is going into it and it's following an index. So it's saying like, okay, for an average healthy person, these are the stats, and for somebody who doesn't have these, this is where they would fall. And then you put in your height, you put in your weight, you put in the size of your waist, your chest, your biceps, and so. And
Oh, really?
because you put in all that
Oh.
information now, it knows like, okay, this is how much you weigh, and based on the index, you're
The
this
size of the
old,
muscles,
you're
the
this
size-
tall, yeah, and
The
it
size of the muscle, so you know how much like weight and strength in there. But I still can't identify how this know my fetching lean body mass. Because I don't think that if I think if I go down to 157 pounds, I'm going to die.
Because you weigh 150, yes, you would be light. Isn't that like goals for like girls? Like that weight?
I can't tell you.
Like women,
know-
like, yeah, I want to be like 140, 150.
140, 150 is pretty kind of is. I don't know. Why would that be a goal for a woman? Because
You know women say.
what's it typical like? Women are typically like between like what?
70 to 2,
No. Their height. It's
Oh, height.
around like
5'4".
5'4" to around like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah. My
Right?
mom's like 5'9".
Yeah.
You're not tall.
So it's also healthy for women to have between like 19% body fat and like 30. So
Yeah,
I
then Bobby
don't-
have to come for something.
I don't think I feel like 150 something and that height, it just don't sound right to me. That's all overweight.
Let me tell you something else I noticed too. So since I started working back, I started losing a lot of weight. And I'm not gonna say all of my stomach is gone, but I realized my thighs and them are really like the biggest thing on me.
Yeah, those don't really go nowhere.
Yeah, they don't really go anywhere, right? So I'm
I
thinking,
thickums.
shut up. So I'm saying, like, I know it's like some of the fat coming off my stomach, and I step on the scale, and it's like there's not much of a difference. I'm like, is where the fat just going to my thighs, right? And I realized like my thighs are really like muscular and stuff. So I'm like, maybe because I stand for like 10 hours a day
That's like,
constantly.
yeah, stallion.
Just cool. You don't have to put me out there like that. Nah, so I'm just like, maybe I should work out my legs more and try to burn fat off of them. But like, I don't know if that's something that's possible. Because like, what if I just tone them up and on my ass heavy?
That's not
You see,
really how fat works, Timon. Like you working out your legs isn't going to just burn the fat off your legs.
No, I know they might just get bigger because now they, add muscle on fat, or the
No,
leg's supposed to be big.
it's not even
Oh no,
that.
it's like it'll burn. That's the thing. I don't get it. It's like the same way they're like, oh yeah, if you want to lose your belly, you do sit ups and stuff.
But I
That's,
don't
it's
think
like,
everything
yeah.
is.
that
I don't
is
think.
incorrect.
Yeah, you can't just target a certain set of fat and just like I'm gonna do
Nah,
this
but I'm
workout
saying that. But
first.
that's the thing. That's a perception that if I do sit ups, I'm gonna lose my belly, and that's not how that should go. You might,
yeah.
the exercise you're doing, but you might lose overall because of the physical activity you're doing. But it's
Okay,
not
yeah.
necessarily because I'm working my legs. My legs gonna get slimmer.
Being real, the sit-ups that you're doing, what it's doing is forming the abs that's beneath all of the fat.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
the way how the fat burn, the fat burns from top go down.
Yeah.
Because that's how we gain weight. Like at first you get titties, and then you realize that your belly get big. And like the fat, like you lose the titties before you gonna lose the stomach belly fat.
Not me. So my belly will just go up and down and go and they stay right there.
Bro, right now, like my
What?
chest.
Boy, what we doing figure eight to say, well,
So, yeah, we live here now.
Nah, bro. Like I don't know. Maybe you're doing something just a little wrong. I feel
some say.
do some more running. Do some more running.
I haven't been riding bikes nowadays. Oh, you don't do that now?
No, I haven't since I came back from the lake, but
I'm waiting for
pause.
Canada to really open back up because I'm looking at the gyms and so nowadays.
Oh, look, I'm missing my nigga walk across the border every day. Nigga don't run. You just nigga run to Buffalo and then run back.
But we don't bother the sprint.
If you do that 10 months, you would get famous. Like
Yeah, no.
somebody gonna recognize you and like,
Check
oh,
my
what the
right
hell?
hand book about you.
They gonna say Captain Canada.
Check.
Nah,
The boy
they're
get
like,
from the $10
there's
bill.
this one guy who's just like he's just breaking all the laws. Like what? He's illegally crossing the border just for a split second and then coming back. Those should add up. He's been doing it for at least 6 months, and that's like what? A couple days.
Check. All this rumor gets around, the next thing you hear, the
Someone
U.S.
get
Marshal
deported.
on the boy door.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is not the greatness I was trying to make.
It's okay, man. I run a social media campaign for you,
Yeah.
and trust,
Free
like
guys,
we
man.
get you free, man. We get you
Free
free.
guys, man.
Start me a GoFund.
Bro,
Bro, one time I
You think
tried to
get-
start a GoFundMe, right? To say that men are trash because I see Trump, like people be dropping some shit about Trump, like help raise money for a ladder to get over Trump's wall. Man's getting millions. This is me what?
I saw that too.
Bro.
I saw that. I saw when that GoFundMe was going on. I was like, what the fuck?
So I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna start one and I'm gonna say men are trash, and a bunch of ladies will be like, yeah, men are trash, and they'll give me like $1, right? And in my head, I'm just like, I wanted those people when they start GoFundMe, they put in initial funds so people can be like, this is a real thing.
Yeah, somebody give into this. so they put in
Because-
some of their money.
Yeah, so because like when I see it, they give you only a short time frame. Like this is what you're trying to reach, and you can only set it up for this amount of period. So it's not like if you can just set it down and it's there for a whole year. It's literally short period. So I'm just like, that is interesting.
You know,
Oh,
what's
sure,
crazy?
like a month type of thing, or
Something like that. Like, yeah, they give you a month to get your money. And
There
then
was
you have
this-
to do a new one.
There was this girl who she left New York City and she went to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
Mm.
And she set a GoFundMe to get a ticket back home. And people
I
really give
saw
she
that.
money. And
People
people
that have
really
give
give
she
she money. What make you go if you don't have no money?
First off, that's not even the
Okay.
most
With
impressive
man.
one. They had this one where this guy went to a game, right? And if it's a football game or a basketball game, whatever. But he had a sign with his cash app, like a cardboard piece of cardboard with his cash app, and say send him $1 for drinks.
Mm.
And he must have put it up, and the camera must have hit him and see him and say, "Hey, look at this guy, asking for $1 for drinks." And people just like, "Oh yeah, we in the spirit of giving. Oh, we winning. Oh, we out here." So everybody decide, well, I'm gonna give him $1. Everybody in the crowd now. And then everybody on TV is like, this guy, I'm gonna give him $1. By the time the man realized the man is a millionaire out of nowhere.
You
And this
see
is
how-
me. Yo.
Why that type of shit don't happen to me, boss?
You know, we should target like happy places, like bars, and we advertise the GoFundMe on nights where their favorite team win. You know, everybody's
Boss.
celebrating, and you throw that
And
up
they
on the
just
screen.
good. And they just like, yeah, let's go help. Yeah, dollar.
The man's will do anything.
Stop give out the sauce. Stop give
Yeah,
out the
you're right.
sauce.
Come on, just blank all this, so when people
cut
listen to the
all of it.
podcast, and the dead silence.
Yo.
Oh boy.
Nah.
Nah, but you think I can start to go for me to get my JDM car?
Man, you got to be
Um,
convincing.
I
And you
just
really
like-
have to, you really have to push the link.
platform.
Yeah. Because it's more like you just have to get eyes on it and then have people want to visit. Don't throw $1.
Yeah, give people a reason to want to see you win, type of thing. With that,
I
'cause
know.
I feel like if somebody just seen that, there's no context.
Because think about that girl who put Gorilla Glue in her hair. That girl started her own business selling hair product now.
Yeah.
But after she done try sue and she started her
Why?
GoFundMe and she made so much money off of that shit. This girl good.
Why
Mm-hmm.
would I buy? Why would me, a logical individual, buy hair products from somebody who put Gorilla Glue in their head?
Cause she learned, she listened.
You
and
learn,
she-
and nobody know
yeah.
better than she know.
No, she must read the ingredients
Just
of everything that she
From
touched.
the beginning. Timon, you are an adult. You have common sense. You
Hey,
have
not
brain.
everybody-
No,
and
you're
you have
assuming she
eyes.
have
Yes,
common
yeah, yes,
sense.
not
You're
everybody.
assuming she have common sense.
You know,
Because
assume
literally,
around
Listen
here.
here, she
People
old enough.
really be out here
she-
different.
She's old enough to vote. You should have looked at this and know that you shouldn't put this in your head. Since me lick upon her, since me lick her, me realize that crazy glue can stick your finger on them together now.
It's funny, you know. You see those points you use to justify why she should know better. And a 6 picnic this woman have. You mean to tell me this dunce person was piloting these human beings from birth till now? There's no hope for the future.
Boss, I didn't even know what to say.
Literally.
One thing what's been on my mind too, how words have changed. Because like you make words for a specific thing so you can help describe the world for what it is, right? Like, you know, let's say Jaran broke his toe, and that specific way he broke his toe was called flugel. I'm not gonna remember that word, so forgive me. And then everyone broke his pinky, and then that one is called frugler, right?
Mhm.
I know these two words and what specifically their purpose for. But then what if one day somebody just like, man, move your frugal? Just like, wait, what? Move my broken pinky? What do you? And then he's using, no, it takes on a whole different meaning. What am I supposed to use to tell you that my pinky is
Counter.
broken when the word just changed
You can
definition?
honestly, you can use it and you can still use it, but it really is just from the context.
Context. I think context. Yeah, I think that's why context exists the way it does. But it's not helpful when you don't know the if you don't know the context, you get confused. So I think
So then-
adding that whole thing just
I
makes it more
hate-
complicated.
So
I
why so
hate
much
that.
people get so offended when you say certain things when they're not reading the context of what you use
That's
the word?
because they're just
They're
dunce,
ignorant.
and I don't agree with them often. Like, I'm not the type of person to agree with. Like, for you to tell me a word is offensive by itself automatically tells me you're dunce. Sorry. if
See,
that's
like
how
how you just
feel.
use your dance?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
about
like,
the rest of
I-
the Caribbean, but like in Antigua, man just be tossing words out, and we know it's not like
you
you're
know.
not trying to hurt my feelings in this particular moment. You're just saying it to like,
Yeah, it does
season up
mean
the
something.
conversation. Like
you
it
know?
just means something else. Like, dude, how? This is common. Like what?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, because I don't know how we got to the understanding that, collectively, that this is what this means.
Mhm.
It's like,
But we all just there.
for instance, Timon, if I look at you, well, you are one Ras. That's not offensive. But me look by actually no.
Okay, say retarded
hold
because
on.
that one be coming out a lot.
Yeah. That's
No,
a common one.
I feel
That
like
goes
if I
across
say
all of them.
if I say retarded, I'm trying to offend you. Like, I don't think I say retarded any other way.
Yeah, but I'm not taking no offense though.
Well, then something wrong with you. You're retarded, scunt.
Say go.
No, that's there you go. I mean, you get what you say.
But okay, just like the whole retarded, because like with retarded, they was like, oh, you can't say retarded. Why? Because what about these people? You being insensitive to them, right? I'm just like, all right, bet. But then they themselves say, oh, I don't see myself as retarded. I'm just mentally challenged, or whatever. I'm special, that and that and that. So then now they going by a whole new name. So what's supposed to happen to this word? Should it just like
It just
be
not exist
forgotten?
anymore because of this is what you
Because
all wanted it to mean.
they
when
don't
y'all
even
said
want
it.
to be attached to the word retarded.
Yeah.
And then they came up with a new word to describe something that a word already exists for.
They stole the word special.
It's just like midget. And they say you have to call them little person or little people
yeah.
or whatever. Cool.
I
get
feel
it.
like
That's
I
how
would
you
be
want to be
I would be more
identified as.
offended if you call me little person than
Like-
a midget.
So my thing is, what are we supposed to do with the word midget now that y'all say don't refer to us as that? Can
Find
we
it.
can we repurpose that for something else?
Yeah.
Or it's just no, we taking
A
that
write
out.
off.
Yeah. Because that's the way it's
I-
words. Like English is words itself. Everything it's made up. So the fact that you can just make up anything and just say, well, this is what it is now. Just get rid of the old word. Like why? Just like gay. Gay was
I
once
just-
happy. No.
You just wait until me if I get in an
Homosexuality.
argument. Wait till we get in an argument and me calls nobody a midget brain scunt. Alright, go see, man. We're gonna repurpose the word.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I don't get why, like the whole thing of taking offense. I feel like at this point you're making an effort to be offended.
Yeah, because I
That's
feel
how
like
I feel.
I feel like people clearly know the context in which you use it in, and if they don't, they can say like, "What do you mean?" You know, but they know that you don't mean ill intent, but they just can't let it slide. They just want to, feel like I'm better than you. It has to be because I don't see the logic behind of it.
I feel like it's the same. Cause okay, well, no, I don't think it would be the same as like the N word. Cause like I feel like it's okay. The principle in the way that we're looking at it is almost the same because it is the same. Because for us, the N word as a race affected us because that's what we refer to as a degrading thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we use it amongst ourselves, we change the context of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Like
And
bitch.
yeah,
Bitch nigga.
but we change the context of it to make it acceptable amongst us. But I feel like if me and you were dead ass in an argument and I called you a nigger and you knew because of the context I was using it to say, nah, you're a piece of shit. Like bottom of the, like I was using it to degrade you.
1/3 of a man.
You would still be offended, not because I'm black and I said the word nigger, but because of how I meant it, right? The context of it, right? And I don't think, okay, it's not I don't think that white people shouldn't be able to say it or they should be able to say it or whatever. I think that in the same way that we take the context of things that are directed towards us, we should react based off the context of that too.
Being real, any white person say it, like there's malicious intent behind of it.
Not always.
No, that is 100% incorrect because at the end of it, all of us are freaking people.
Why would
and this color of our skin only has to do with what we look.
No. We say, bro. Okay, so there's a big difference between nigga and nigger, right? If I look at you and I say nigger, I am obviously trying to offend you. If a white person look at you and the white person call you nigger, they're trying to offend you. If they say nigger, right?
Okay, but think about it like this. If my accent can call your name Jaron, right? And you say, oh, Jaran, right? What's stopping that from happening? Like you said one thing and they heard us pronounce it some other way. Like maybe their tone can reach the same tones that you reach. So they say like how they feel comfortable saying it. So what if in our environment, our culture or whatever community, we say, yeah, nigger. And then man's come like, oh, nigger. then you feel offended and they didn't mean any offense behind what they're saying. Like, okay, you want me to tell you what's pretty interesting? The word nigger, said from a white person point of view, is offensive to us, right? But when we say racist, it gives the same energy. So when we say a white person racist, they take it on the same, like in the same weight that when a white person say nigger to us. You ever realize that? Like,
they feel
racist
that
is
kind
their
of like
nigga.
attacked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Because
Like referring to them as a racist.
Because
Mhm.
the term cracker don't do shit for
Yeah,
nobody.
that's just us.
You
just
wasting
trying to
your
come up
time.
with-
You're wasting
Yeah.
your time saying cracker. I'll slap a black person
Yeah.
saying cracker.
That's
Like,
us
what
trying
is
to
wrong
come up
with
with a nigga to really hurt their feelings, but they don't feel no way about it. Calling mayonnaise cracker, it don't do nothing for them.
No.
But if you call them a racist, that one hit, you're just like, fuck, you're fucking up my livelihood, my reality, my everything.
You gotta call
Mhm.
them a cocaine monkey.
And then when I feel like when we get called nigger, we get it's like when you call them a racist, you're taking away respect from them, and in the same way when we get called, we feel like they're degrading us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
it's like I think that's because of the relationship with racism and the word. So it's like a two, yeah.
Yeah, because look, if a white person is gonna say the word nigger, I'm assuming he's gonna try his best to make it not seem offensive, and he's gonna come out more offensive, right?
And honestly, I usually just assume they singing some type of song, bro.
That's it. Because like my thing, right, is it's like goes back to the whole context thing, right? My thing is, as it is right now, if let's say a white man in his 50s, right? You know how like a dad, you know, the
Mhm.
typical dad personality, how they always like to like, try, you know, be fun and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking on the street, right? And I pass this man and he passed me and oh no, the three of us walking on the street, right? And we pass this guy, he look at us, he's like, oh, niggers. Definitely he intended that to be offensive
Mhm.
because he didn't have to say nothing in the first place and he freaking just looked at us and, you know, degraded us in that way. Definitely whatever response we give towards him is warranted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if that same man see us sitting in the park, right? And he's like, man, let me go make friends with these brothers, you know? And he said, yo, you know what? This is how they talk. Let me try and be like
Check.
them. I'm going to meet them where they at.
Nigga pull
Right?
up.
And I'm
He
up.
pull up. He
What's
pull
up,
up. He
man,
pull up.
niggas?
He pull up. What's cracking, nigga?
You know? And he try and you fully see this man going out of his way trying to be cool. Are you really going to look at that and view him as the same, like in the same category as the other guy?
Like,
cringe.
yeah, you could cringe and say, oh, that's lame, bro.
Just say, yeah,
Right?
It's
that's
not
it.
really lame. It's not really lame. Like it's funny because like cringy shit is funny, right? But
Sometimes.
it's not funny to where you gotta laugh. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a little chuckle. Like yo, that shit kind of weird, bro.
Because let's be honest, there's no white person on this face of the earth that haven't said the word nigga, even in public or private.
Yeah, it's a
They all
word,
said it,
bro.
right? It's a word.
Y'all human. Y'all have
And
a
they-
mouth. You're
they
going to say
listen-
whatever the hell you want to say.
They listen to the same music as us. Like
Exactly.
they
Check,
be
they
singing-
listen to the same
Bro,
music, comedy,
I know-
they hear it.
I know this white girl, bro. She loves some Kendrick Lamar music, right? And one time we was in the whip, right? And I remember what song was playing, and she's singing the song word for word, right? But then she cut out every time that this nigga say nigga, and I'm like, bitch, I know you be saying it, like.
Check,
I'm just
like,
saying, in that even in that
But-
thing, right? Like in that sense, I really don't mind if you say it because,
yeah,
like, bro,
and it's not like if I'm not encouraging you because like it might be cool around me and you might just feel comfortable around somebody else and fuck up and say it, and then they might like, oh yo, you just a nigger, and it'd be a big thing. So I'm not encouraging you to say it around me or black
to get
people,
yourself
but,
in trouble.
yeah,
like, I'm
but
gonna be
if
like,
you
yo,
say
bro,
it, I'm not gonna jump
I
on
ain't
your
gonna
toe.
pop off. No,
Like-
because I have a brain to understand. I have sense. I can analyze the situation.
Why am I
You know?
holding you to the sins of your great grandfather?
Exactly.
That have nothing to me because like
fully
what if
you're making an effort to be my friend here. You just did it wrong. But like the intent.
It's really if there's no malicious intent, like those are
There's no
please.
need, but that's not what happens, bro.
Because people are they hypersensitive for no reason, and what it is is like people they love to be the victim and they love to record this shit, right? Because this shit give them 5 seconds of fame and they relish in that shit, bro. Like they love that shit. So the time that any white person say anything that they feel like they can take offense to, they record it because they want this clip to go viral on social media and they want some attention to come from it, so they can be a victim on the news, they can be a victim on this, they can start a GoFundMe, and they can do this. This is really what it is, bro. Like people, like they just want to come up, like they don't have any morals.
Is the whole cancel culture and wokeness really brought this out now? Because like, first off, it had a good agenda from the beginning. Like, okay, we just y'all chill, y'all wake up and see what's going on. But then there's like a secret smear campaign going on to like fuck up the whole woke and cancel culture and turn it into something else that is not. And now we using it to like persecute anybody who's less than perfect. Like if you made any mistakes ever in your life, you're a racist nigga. Something, you know.
For like when you were younger and you said some shit, some ignorant shit. Like, bro, I know everybody, bro. Everybody from the island. Even if this girl is a dyke, no, I know they offended somebody for being an anti-man. They call somebody an anti-man. They call somebody a batty boy, something. Yeah. Like even if you gay now, like I know you offended somebody with that shit.
I'm pretty sure some gay people started out being homophobic to other people. Even before they realized they were gay or they did. They still went on hurting somebody.
People joking and calling each other faggots.
Nah, I guess you can do that because it's the same with like nigga. Black
but I get it, right? Nigga. But like if it's the context of the word that matters, right?
Because I do say the word.
Why do you apply it when you want to?
Okay, my thing is, if white people decide to take racists away from us, would y'all still say it?
How would they do that?
Yeah. They don't have the ground. So
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe like later on in the future, like the word becomes more.
Oh, evolved. It's offensive for you to call me racist.
It's offensive for you to call me racist, and they come up with a new word, but like no, y'all still stick with racist because that's what y'all know. I know
that word rooted.
It's rooted, right? So you're still using it, but no, it's more of a nigga, racist. Like same energy, right? And they decided taking that word away from the black people of color. Do y'all accept it, or do y'all just like, well, no, we both have a word?
Being real, if a white person call me racist, I'm gonna be offended.
Not really. Like I know black people can be racist, and there's like, oh, black people can be racist because you were on the systemic racism and blah.
Yeah, I think under the definition of the term, that's where they're like, okay, like a black person can't be racist.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the ideology and how we look at it and how we act towards it, it's the very same.
It's the very same thing. Yeah,
just from a different place. It's not from a place that we're starting this. It's as a result of what you did to us. We're butthurt. And we hold it against you. That's what it is.
Okay, but my thing is, right? I'm glad I said that. But what do we do if white people take the word racism from us? Racism. Do we say it in secret? Do we just not say it? Or do we just double down and be like, you can't tell us what to do. It's a fucking word. Racist. Man's losing their job for saying racist and shit. And you're just like, oh, fucking white people.
I would love to hear like white rap music after that. Cause that shit about to slap, bro.
I'm out here with my homies. Some, cause I'm a fucking racist.
Yeah. I don't think that's
you're right. I don't know how to use it yet. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till Eminem drop that first track. Finally, we got one for ourselves. Racist to this motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, and also just like I get the context. I hope people don't get it confused and think to chatting crap, because I get where you're coming from with the use of the word. It's just that the word itself is like used to actually like describe
just remember,
the type of thing.
It's the unapologetic podcast.
No. I have to look over Timon because he on this road to get cancelled, but I don't think he's ready for it. I don't think he's really ready for it. So until he is, I'm a protect him.
Your job fired you. I can't do the deporters.
But it's funny enough because if Trudeau passed that bill where you could monitor, they had this bill that they were going to push through so that you couldn't see certain things on the internet and stuff, and they could come for you. So
everybody just like, no, stupid.
Yeah, they shut that shit down. They're like, nah, you gonna say what you want.
You remember when like net neutrality was a big topic?
Yes.
Whatever happened to that? Like they
pass.
Okay. Because I was wondering,
Everybody cared for their security.
No, I was wondering if they're monitoring us. No, and like I just didn't even know. What's pissing me off, bro, is every app, right? Every fucking app
It's the
is
same
asking
thing.
me if I wanted to track this. I'm like,
To
bitch,
share the
I said
information, yeah.
no, bro. I said no. Like
Yeah.
why, bro?
Why
I
you
go
stay
Facebook,
asking me?
Facebook asked me, Instagram asked me. First of all, Facebook and Instagram is the same damn company, right?
Same thing.
I'm like, bro, if I said no on Facebook, why the fuck you think I want to do it on Instagram?
You
Like,
check?
what is wrong with you?
And then later on in life, when you think, well, I'm done with this, they ask you again, like, if, oh, just in case you change your mind. I'm like, why? Why am I
Just
changing my
because-
mind? Like, I don't want y'all to track me, pay me for my data. Like, yo, why is not that a thing? Every day that
Bro.
goes by when they take our data, give us a quarter something or a couple cents. It will add up.
Yo, you want to do that? We can start a business where we can pay people to steal it, to take their data and then sell it.
Yeah, but like, how can you even get into that? Like, it's like saying,
I don't know
you
yet.
all have money. Well, let me introduce this new currency of money. Like, they already have shit established. They're already taking it. Like, how do we say, like, okay, let's stop you from taking it, pay the people, and then sell you the information that you're now taking for free all these years? Like, I don't see how it's possible. It's like, it's so big.
Don't worry, I'll work the kinks out.
All right, bro.
You so it took homie like what 2 years to make Silk Road. Trust me, give me about 2 years and I'll figure something out.
Yo, Silk Road was hard. Now, if this man only decided like he wasn't gonna try kill somebody, he would have still been making millions.
He would have still been making millions.
Who's that?
Or this guy, he created like a black market in a sense for you to buy and sell drugs, and then it evolved into just getting shit that you couldn't get anywhere else. Not even on
Yeah, bro,
Craigslist.
you could buy missiles and shit, bro.
Yeah, you can buy a submarine and a nuke, and also eggs.
Oh, so literally whatever you want.
Yes,
And human body parts.
and human body parts. Like you can get shit. You probably could traffic people. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a small agent around 18. You can send her. I have money. You probably could get it, and make sure she have one lung. You could be that specific, dog. And then the FBI was just like, well, we can't really stop him. We didn't even know where he at. And I guess his roommate kind of sell him out because it's just like, yo, somebody's trying to take my business.
He got caught. He got caught, bro. He got caught because
No, I think it's his roommate put him on blast because like he stopped going to school, and they're like, how this man paying for stuff when he not working, he not going to school? Like, where's he getting this money from?
He dropped out of college and everything, right? But what
But he
really
still had
happened?
roommates.
Nah, bro. He was living with his girl.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay,
he was
maybe I
living
had
with
the
a
story
girl.
wrong.
He was living with his girl in like an apartment for like $1,000 a month, bro. Like, and this man was
Mm.
making millions. But like, what really got him caught is like the dirty FBI agent who stole a dirty FBI agent stole one of his moderators. Like they arrested one of his moderators or something. They stole his laptop, and then he was working on the inside, and he stole some of his money because he stole some of his money, right? He stole some of the Bitcoin.
Try to put a hit on him.
That's when he put the hits out on him, and because he put the hits out on him, no, they caught him for like they have an attempted murder charge.
Where y'all finding this story?
Bro, I feel like it's pretty common knowledge if you're
Yeah, I feel like,
if you're interested
shit.
into like this type of like computer shit.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like after he puts out the hits, then that's how they really started tracking him. And what they had to do, they had to catch him while he was using his laptop. So
He usually use it at the
together.
cafe and shit.
how they found him too is they tracked some name, like a username, and they tracked the username back to like a old shit, to like an old website, and then they tracked
there was a whole back and forth because like the man kept upgrading and moving and doing stuff, so they had to go back to like the foreground of his foundation
when he first started using like the internet. So they tracked the username, and they tracked the username back to his name, and then they found his name, they found him, and then they had like a surveillance on him, and they caught him when he opened up his laptop and he loaded up his site.
Bro, you want me to tell you the dumbest thing I ever did on the internet? I wanted to see how the hell people get marked by the FBI. So I started looking up ways to farm, build bombs, and ways to get the material. Because I wanted to see. I wanted to see like what would happen like if I start getting ingredients and materials and blueprints of how to construct this thing, and I'm looking for nearby locations where I can buy them. Like, how hard would the FBI and agents be looking at me? And this is me. You know what are you doing this for? Like, you don't win.
You know,
You
it's
don't win
really,
here.
you know, it's
So I
really
stopped.
crazy though, Everin. Like this dude who started the Silk Road, bro. Like he had no experience in the coding and all of that shit, bro. He started a multi-million-dollar startup by himself. Like it could have been a legitimate company, but then he decided that he made it a little darker.
He went to the darkness.
Sure. The man
Look.
slowly taught himself how to do these things now. And that's back when computer coding wasn't even easy. Like they had a
There
when they
was
were
no
running out-
guides.
Yeah, there were no guides.
guides.
No tutorials, no nothing, just all Linux.
No, so trial and error is what this guy did.
Bro, and trial and error in coding is dumb.
Isn't it like infinite options? So like
Bro, if you have one comma in a line of coding, you will never know. You have to
Yep.
go each one line by line, just correcting shit, just to make sure this is the line that has the error. Imagine you code all this, whew, and then you press enter to run it, and nothing happens, just be errors. No, you have to go through each of them lines. Is it this line that's fucked up? No.
and then you don't know if this line can like two mistakes in one line or like two
Yes.
previous lines cause a mistake in another line to
Yes.
like be a
Yeah,
thing. So
bro,
like
it's a cascading thing.
you
That
wouldn't
shit-
know unless you change.
That
Boy,
shit weaken your
my head
security.
hurt.
Niggas track your IP. Boom.
Check. There's a
Somebody-
backdoor that you didn't intend. Somebody come in at a Y, fuck up everything.
Yeah, they hack it. First of all, they hack your shit, and then they snipe you. Like, why hack my shit if you gonna snipe me, bro? They
Look.
just did it.
Bro, that's why like I gotta have to teach like my next generations, and I say my next, like if I have one now. The next generation, like how to get into like computer shit, because computer is really the currency of the world at this point.
Bro, bro. Like, as soon as my kid get old enough to stop looking at me, cat.
Oh, that was irking, huh?
As soon as my kid get old enough to like do anything, I'm putting my computer in front of my yo.
And it's not like if
just play.
it's not gonna be something like you're forcing it on them. You're gonna like
Make it seem like
make it
yeah,
seem
this
like
is-
they found a love for it. Like
yeah.
I don't want to say it's manipulation, but it kind of is, because if you think about it, things that you introduce your child to, they potentially could lean to it positively and negatively. Oh, I don't want to play cricket. Oh, I love cricket, and I can be the next whoever. You know what I mean?
Brian Lara.
Yes, right.
No, you're the only cricket person I know.
So I feel like if I'm doing the same things, like okay, I'm gonna get him into a trade, either wood, plumbing, electrical, woodworking. Construction. Shut up. Construction, like installing, like air conditioned ducts and stuff like that, and then also give him that background for like, want to get into coding or just drawing or building. Like, I want him to get that ground, that love for it, and then their passion move off into those directions. Give them a little business course, so they have shit that they can fall back on and then become entrepreneurs without even thinking about it.
Look at Taj. If those trucks wasn't introduced to Taj, you think Taj would have been the crazy truck driver that Taj would be right now?
Check, and Taj sick. But just imagine if
Copy
now
that.
this man had like a business background with the whole trucking love. This man could literally pull business from very people antique, and they don't even know though. Because the man have connects, he just don't have the business mind for it.
Mm. So,
So
you just
right
had
there-
the
right there in
links and you
business.
just kind of rotate.
Write in a business plan and sign a contract.
Even more than that, somebody will have
Yeah.
to manage the business side.
Everyone day.
Everyone lazy, everyone too content.
Sure,
Okay.
everyone gonna sleep during the business.
Listen, bro, you have enough money now.
Yeah, you didn't need no more. Like,
Yeah,
come
I've
on,
made no
chill.
more money this week. You save.
All your bills paid, just chill.
Cool out, man. Ready.
Well, you get the chocolate and dirty, rust faster. Like, come on. There's more money for us later on.
Clean that back.
I was on Facebook a night and I was just scrolling, and then I saw this comment saying, having been on your period and having diarrhea is the scariest thing ever. And when I tell you, I was so surprised to see those two words in a sentence. Because at first I saw period diarrhea. This is me. What's going on here? What's this about? Why are these together? And then it brought my attention to read what's going on, because I wanted to know what period and diarrhea have to do with anything, right? concept was just not there in my head. Then I saw it, and this is me. This is so fucking interesting. I can't even explain why.
It is intrigued to know
It
because you
just-
didn't think that was a possibility.
I didn't think that was a
That was a
possibility.
thing.
Like
It was
it's
a thing that happened.
yeah, it sounds like that's something that could logically happen. Like it's life, that's people, you know.
Mm.
You can
But
piss
like-
and shit at the same time.
but the
So
fact
why
it's
not
a common
bleed and
thing.
shit? Like so I'm here. I'm just like, I need to find out if this is a real thing or just happened to one person. So what I did was
Oh,
I hit up a
Yeah.
bunch of people, a bunch of
Oh.
females in my WhatsApp, and I just sent the picture. I'm like, is this real or is this fiction? And they're like, it is real. And I'm just like, I am so disappointed in all of you. Like, you don't owe me
Good.
shit to be telling me anything about your personal, whatever's. But if this was happening to men, if men were pissing blood
yeah.
and losing the shit out of their asshole, they're like, boss,
The world would
last
know.
week, last
Everybody.
night, 2 hours ago, this shit just happened to me, pissing blood and shitting at the same time.
Boss, we would have kick up every time it happened to.
Every time, right? Is a conversation being had amongst us, right? So I'm like, yo, do y'all talk about this? Like, I'm wondering if females talk about this with each other, like, oh my goodness, this is how I cure that feeling of pain or whatever. I'm just like, I've never heard this. I'm like, women live a secret life.
They do.
They live a secret life. And I was asking these guys, like, why this never came up? It's embarrassing. Embarrassed. What?
How is this embarrassing,
Oh.
bro? We human.
So I couldn't even wrap my mind around that, right? So I'm just like, bro, we really just different out here. And
Yeah.
then one girl was telling me, like, yeah, sometimes, like, when I had the diarrhea, it makes the cramps of period feel better. This is me. My goodness. I didn't even think that
that's
was a
not
thing.
where I thought that was going.
Exactly.
In
And then
my
this-
head, I'm thinking the cramps from the period and the cramps from your diarrhea, because you know your,
Would
your
act-
belly does have
yes.
like we saw.
That-
Diarrhea gear cramps.
It depends. Like your asshole.
You never had
probably hurt
diarrhea
you
and,
and
like,
you're pushing all that muscle and they're overworking and you get cramp up in your cheeks or something, thighs, ass.
If I get diarrhea, I don't have to buy me just sit up on the toilet and go out cool and just make nature take it course now.
Because no, sometimes with diarrhea, you don't necessarily have something like have a good load to expel, right? It's the fact that your body rejecting something while you
It's-
have the diarrhea. So
it's basically how
it's
you
like
feel
when
like
you're
you're
trying
vomiting
to vomiting, but not
and
there's a
all
vomit,
your
but it's
muscle
still
pushing,
yeah.
but there's nothing else there to come up.
I can't
It's-
relate.
it's like that,
Cause-
but the other way around.
I can't relate because one time I was like maybe 14 and
Mm.
I had vomiting for some shit and I prayed to God and I said, God, please don't ever let me vomit again.
It's when
And
you went to
since
Roadhouse and you were drinking.
and since then I never vomit again.
Really?
Never.
Real life good one. I mean, vomit from bars hurt.
But no, everyone, I prayed. No, I
But he
promised the
top
Lord.
drink. He the top drink. He
I
I
just-
promise. Actually, I stopped drinking now. Since I started working out, I completely stopped drinking.
No this around on weekends.
Bro, nothing.
Not on occasions.
Nothing,
You're not
bro.
occasional drinker. Everybody's an occasional drinker. Even
I-
God said little wine is good for the soul.
But you
You
know,
hear boys
good
anyone on?
Sorry.
because remember, the liver is what break down the alcohol, and the
Mhm.
liver is a big part of what burning fat.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
until I lose all this extra weight, then maybe I can start drinking again. But by then, I'm not gonna have any interest because I don't have any interest now. I've never
Yeah.
really been a drinker. I've always been a smoker.
Yeah, I wean off of like a bunch of starch and sugars, and it's not like I'm doing it just to lose weight. I just don't really care for it no more like that.
Facts. I don't. I honestly don't eat no sugar. If I make like a honey based something for like a chicken or some shit, that's the only time I ever
Using
sugar.
over, yeah, I get you.
You know what's crazy though? That I feel like it's not common knowledge. What I think people know, but they don't really account for it a lot, is that half the food we eat, even though it's not sugar, that shit turn into sugar.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what your body doing. Yeah,
That's what your body doing. So like, even though you're not like, yeah, cutting back on the shit that's
Fucking
actually just
mitochondria.
sugar is like, yeah, that's a good move too. But if you're really trying to target like not like sugar, like not bringing sugar, like you really have to focus on like what you're actually eating and be more picky about it.
I am very picky with what I eat now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to make quinoa taste better. Because I be
It
just
don't
eating
taste
it like
bad, though.
plain. No, but like when you eat it like plain rice, like how you do rice, you just have it plain. You know, it just tastes like a slime or cafeteria food. It's just like
What
ugh.
what kind of rice you on them?
No, I'm saying
No, he's
quinoa.
not a
I
quinoa.
prepare it just like I do
Oh.
it with rice, with plain rice. And it's just
Like I
quinoa
prepare
and
it
then
the
some meat.
same, but I don't have the expectation for it to taste like that because I know it's not that. Like
I
quinoa to me tastes like quinoa, and that's what I expect to taste when I eat quinoa.
tried to
So
make
it's
it
like
one
a-
time and I took it out the bag, right? Because like the paper bag or whatever it come in. But
Mhm.
then when I read the instructions after I started making it, it's and I was supposed to keep it in there. So I was like, fuck this shit, I'll just throw all of it away.
Wow.
Oh, you either got a pre-package?
Yes.
I'm
Mm-mm.
not familiar with those ones.
I don't but that's the only one I could find.
Mm. But
Yeah.
quinoa, that's like I like it. Like it feels, I feel better about what I'm eating when I eat quinoa versus rice because it's lighter. It just feel like it's doing less.
Yeah, if you like it, yeah. So I try to stay off the rice for
It
sure.
feels better to
Crazy.
eat
And then-
like healthy.
No,
Auntie-
honestly, like add some
Auntie, me from the
onions.
rice for me. See, rice for me, national dish though.
Like I try to make some onions and so with it, sometimes some beans, like give it a little sauce and so. But I'm just like, I don't find the right setting for it just yet. Like I have to play around with it a few more times to figure out what it is that makes it taste good without adding too much.
Oh, you can
But-
make quinoa salads.
Just sprinkle it over my salad.
No. Like you have the quinoa,
Mhm.
and then you'd maybe dice up like some cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, I like cranberries with it too.
And eat it cold.
Yeah.
Man, veggie need to get burnt.
Bro.
That's why y'all out here
I-
teaching people to eat cold quinoa.
But
I
you see,
hate
you don't even know that's like
tomatoes.
half the thing. Quinoa
I
is
hate-
like that.
You know what, everyone? You're
I
right.
have quinoa recipes like this.
You're right. I just naive and don't know how the thing said.
I hate tomatoes, bro. So
I'm technically
that-
allergic.
Tomatoes good for your prostate.
I saw me here about some start now, I'm not, but
Yep.
but
Save,
I still
save
don't like
yourself
it.
them seasoned fingers.
And they saying pumpkin seed and that kind of stuff. And I'm
it's
just
pumpkin
like,
seed and tomatoes.
first off, I know some Caribbean people who yam them like snack and they still have to get a finger in their asshole. So,
Oh, the finger's just the exam. The
oh,
seed.
word.
Yeah.
They don't have better technology after so many years. Doctors
What?
gay.
I mean, technology is it's just a matter of
No,
Yeah, doctors gay.
I already made up my mind. That's something that I have to live with.
No, that's for sure. That's something I have to live with. But in my head, I was like, the way our technology evolving so rapidly, and the doctor's like, this one works.
Nah, but thinking about it though, I think I'd rather the gentle touch of a human being inspecting my freaking
If your doctor
thing
says
then
than
calm
a
down,
freaking
if the
metal
doctor,
thing just
Then the cold thing
up
that
there.
they put in women
Yeah.
when they go to gynecologists.
Yeah, I don't want no. I feel like in there so fragile, it has to be human fresh flesh.
so
that-
if your
that-
doctor
yeah.
say, Mr. Williams, could you pull on your pants? And you pull on your pants and you're bending over this bed, right? And he's like, okay, now I know this is your first time and he petting your ass, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And he spread your cheeks and he
Mm.
said, you might feel a weird sensation, but it's natural. Don't think
Mm.
about it. And he insert. Now you're already tense a little. He's like, come on, relax. Bro.
So you have to pull out and then go back in.
Yeah. So you have to readjust now, you know?
That's
Bro,
right.
this is a whole experience that you probably got to do. I don't know how much time you do it in a lifetime.
My
but
brother
like-
say, everyone, the listen to Tim what?
You're telling me there's not no scan that you can do. Maybe a little bit pricier, but like this is the only way. This man have to go in and feel for pebbles. So boy, you feel some shit. I don't know if you have to go on like a sabbatical and don't eat or drink for the next day or two and clean your bowels and I don't know.
Ah,
but-
that's so far you go.
Bro, how far your fucking finger can reach?
Well, as far as it needs to for the prostate exam.
Being real, bro.
There's a device that could probably, bro, I don't get it.
But I just don't want, boss. I feel
I-
like, bro, suppose it, okay,
What about
anything
the CAT scan?
hard, right? Suppose you just dig your wrong in there.
Yeah, rupture a wall or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
guess
I'm
you wear
like, I
gloves.
would rather the uncomfortable finger that I know can only do so much. you
But
know?
what about a
unless
CAT
we can
scan?
eliminate all the touch in general and have some kind of 3D scan, like a CT scan or something for that. That is the alternative I go, but not with no
Check.
machine.
Let me
the-
swallow a pill that goes down my whole, lower and large intestine, and then let me shit it out. Let me shit it out, and you get a full scan of what's going on, and then you're like, oh wow, the camera actually hit a little growth right there, prostate
Uh-huh.
cancer. You know, like let something. Cause okay, what is it like? Is it like feeling a woman's boob and you feel like a lump and you're just like, ooh, it's not, it's within the muscle or the skin. So he's going in there and feeling the skin and feeling like
I
this.
think it has a general shape and whatever, and if they feel like a little lump or rough spots or indents and stuff, just anything that's different from what it should feel like.
So it's a chunky piece of tissue that's scar tissue that they feeling.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the
A
first
CAT
thing they
scan
do
can
to
pick
just.
up scar tissue.
Nah, I think they do it to see if it's needed for a second. So after that, that's like the basis. They're like, okay, well, it feels
Or the
totally
cheap
normal.
version to just test like, oh, you clean, man. Or
It's
you come
like,
back,
it's
"Ooh,
like
I
when you
feel
go to the
something."
walk-in clinic and they just say, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. And this is step number 1, just to see, and then we go from there. I think that's to gauge it. What if this requires more attention or if you're good. I think that's all the finger thing is for.
So if your wife was a doctor and she know how to do it, would you be comfortable with her checking you every 2 weeks? Checking your prostate?
Yeah. If it was a concern.
Honestly, if you do that, I feel like it would become a part of your sex routine.
But
Ooh, honey, let me check your
I
prostate
don't see how
tonight.
that is, because it's like
They
it's
say
not like
the
you go to well, I don't know if y'all
Everyone-
into that shit. Y'all go to the
everyone-
doctor when the doctor check y'all balls, y'all get hard, so he turns the thing where you're like, oh, I like it now. It's like, nah, that's not how that works.
first of
It'll
all,
become
everyone,
sexual because it started somewhere else.
the G spot, right? They say the male G spot is back there, right? And I read something the other day. Maybe it was a while ago, but it was like Florida man kill he doctor because
see that.
Oh yeah, we talked
Yes.
about that.
yes. So like, bro, like, because I feel like if your wife is a doctor, she know that your G spot back there, and she decides she gonna do that. Like once you find that you're clear enough, she could do like a, cause you know Uman boss, she could do like a thing just up out of you know. So she could like, and you go like, hoo. You gonna melt if she hands.
Jack,
And then
the doctor called me and told me what happened. You want to try again? You saw some shit, and then now finger in her ass always.
Nah, I doubt it, because I feel
I-
like it don't work the other way around with women when they do their pap smears. It's not like, oh yes, now I want you to swab my cervix in sex.
I mean, but like that's
I don't know,
different,
babe.
bro.
She's like, yeah, I want you to penetrate me like that cold piece of steel.
yeah,
The-
get
the-
all
the-
the way up into that cervix, get
the
inside there.
bro.
You
Remember,
don't know?
the cervix is that's not the limit, boss.
Yeah, but that's
So-
where the pap smear go in.
Okay,
You go all
but
the way up
like, yeah, but like that, the women find that uncomfortable, right? This is for your G spot that you're talking about now. This is an uncomfortable spot that she no want to drill in her. I know this is she could just press on your G spot. She could tickle your G spot. She might flick them.
But how your G, bro? Okay, but doesn't your G spot only like have those effects if you're already aroused?
Bro, what?
It's
I
like
don't know. I don't know how to work mine.
no, in general, like for women, if when the doctor went in there and on his way to the cervix, he touched her G spot. I don't think it would be as extravagant as if it was a sexual situation.
It
and that
don't
happened.
take.
But like
It
you
don't
won't
take
think
much
he
to get.
knows. Yeah,
It don't take much to arouse somebody. Remember that,
I feel
because
like
I'm telling you.
I feel like his knowledge of how things go, he can be able to like do his job accordingly without causing much like discomfort or pleasure. He's just like instead of going up here, let me just go
I
this
feel
way.
like it's too much procedure for it to be translated or
I
it to
feel like
carry over as anything else.
now, I like when cold things touch me, right? I like
Some
when cold
females
things
do.
touch me,
Know what I mean?
right,
Fucking
bro?
with some ice.
I like whew,
You check?
steamy, but I like when cold things touch me, right? Like, bro, I go outside and the cold breeze hit my neck. I was like, whoo! I be looking around like, yeah, what the fuck? I feel like no, you as a like I feel, bro. I don't know, man. Like the cold thing touch her in the thigh, touch her like going in, just a little accident, and that could just arouse her. So
People listen to this
Everyone-
podcast like them niggas don't know shit.
yeah. We just ignorant. First we said white people can say nigga. Now look. Try to
Yeah,
go
what I'm saying,
episode
boy,
away.
I'm gonna plug out this podcast for good.
I was like, I can't listen to these guys no more. What?
I get canceled.
you know, I can suck I won't.
I go check the we call it the data on the podcast, and I get like negative listeners.
What's that downward spiral? People started unlistening.
Yeah, if people start unlistening, you know, bro, I'm gonna be hype. I'm like, bro, I'm the first nigga in this world to get an unlisten.
Don't make
Yeah.
Soldier Boy come at you now.
Let's
Don't make
update.
Soldier
Boy,
Boy.
boy.
You're right.
Soldier Boy, show you. Somebody delete them, crank that off their phone.
Back in 08, the man like, look, bro, I got unlistens.
First
guy.
thing in the game.
Yeah. So
What was the other thing?
over this week, I was talking to a friend and I noticed her status, and the status was going. I'm not sure what it says in details, but it was more on the, if you're in a relationship and you cheat, that's not called ups and downs. Like, who raised you all?
That is correct. It's
And I
not
was just
ups
like,
and downs.
yeah, that's facts, right? But then he had me thinking, what if you're dating multiple people? Is that cheating?
You're
No.
not in a relationship if you date. All right. Well, what do you? It depends on how you categorize.
Right.
Okay,
what is
there's-
dating?
Wait.
I feel like there's levels to it, bro. I feel like
Right.
there's levels to it. Cause like so you're dating, right? That's you prospecting, finding different partners or whatever, right? And then you
You're trying to
eventually
make
find
the
the one.
best decision.
Then you find the one that you're gonna settle down with. So now, I feel like I am the person that's going to say I love you before we even get into a relationship, because I know that I like you, I enjoy your company, and I really have like strong feelings towards you. I'm going to say I love you. If I say I love you at that point, if you say I love you back to me, we are still not in a relationship yet, but we're working towards that, and like we're exclusive at this point. So now, if we're exclusive at this point, if you still go out and you go date somebody else, then at that point you're cheating.
Okay.
My
Everyone?
thing is, for me, and I always, bro, even from jump, me and Nick, I just take the freaking adult approach and what I view as being the adult approach. Literally, there's no room or any reason for me to have to guess my situation with you.
Exactly.
There's no reason why I have to be uncertain as to my situation with you when you have a mouth and I have a mouth. We both can communicate this shit. If I am dating you and I am concerned, maybe you might not want to tell me that you're currently dating other people because you don't want to add no pressure or make it awkward or anything. But if that's something that's important to me and I ask, then I think as a responsible adult engaging with somebody else, you should give me that answer and not beat around the bush, right? In the same way, I should also, hold it to myself that it's my duty to ask that information because I am the one who wants the answer, right?
That is true.
That's something I need, I want, so I am going to make it a requirement that I have it. So there really ain't no excuse for anything that come down the line, because either you were just being ignorant to it and you didn't want to know the real answer, so you just beat around the bush and just, or maybe just ignored it completely or whatever. I don't know. But the basis is you didn't have to be here in this mess where you don't know or you're lost or
Go on,
because
cool.
you
Go on,
could have
cool.
freaking just asked.
Go on, cool. She may read, so I'm afraid for action.
No, but what is interesting is after I talked to a few famous on my WhatsApp, I realized that men and women, they're just not on the same page when it comes to what dating is and what a relationship is. Is that?
Mhm.
So like, what is dating and what's the difference between dating and a relationship?
Dating is
I know John kind of touched on it earlier. Like, dating is the process of where you get to
I
learn
think so
somebody.
too. It's like if I'm getting to know you, right? But I don't believe, I mean, I guess you could have sex with somebody that you're just dating,
Mhm.
but I feel like if that's the way you're going about it, it should be out of respect for the other people you're dating. You should at least let them know that this is what you're doing too,
Mhm.
because
Because they
a
help
lot
and
of
all
them
kind of
might not
stuff.
want to give up the sex already if they know you're having sex with other people. So don't
Mhm.
take away that other person's right. But I mean, they also have the right to ask if that's what you're doing too.
Mhm.
But like, if you know you're doing it and you know it could potentially be a problem, don't go about it being, I'm just gonna keep it low key, and if it come up, it come up. Just be man, just bring it out. So I think dating, you getting to knowing people, you can talk to other people, multiple people, but I think it's important that the people that you're talking to know that this is where you're at, this is what you're doing, even if it may not work in your favor.
I
But
respect
yeah, that's the dating. And the relationship is when me and you say, all right, boom, I'm serious about you. I see you as a person I want to move forward and grow more with on a serious level. So from here on, boom,
Okay,
I'm
but what
committing
about
myself to just you. And if that's what you want, I'd love if you could do the same for me.
what
And
about the
that's the
stage?
relationship.
What about the
That's
stage where
somebody brought up that too. But go
what
ahead.
Let
about
me
the
see.
stage where you realizing this is the person that you want or whatever, right? So then like you starting to like express more feelings to this person, and like like you start expressing more feelings to this person, you letting them know like you kind of value them more than da 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 da,
The
and now
other
you
people you're
drop in
dating.
now you drop in all of these other individuals for this person. At that point now, this individual, they express the same thing towards you, and no, they still go out to fuck somebody that they were dating. Well, like, is that you would consider that cheating?
Wait, what point is this? What point is this? This is when
It's the eve of the relationship. Like you already expressed to each other that y'all want each other, and it's just next to say, hey, like I want you to be my girlfriend, and blah 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 blah. That's the only thing left. Because y'all already said like, yo, I really like being around you. I actually fucking love you.
Okay. Would it be cheating? No. Would it feel like cheating? Yes. That's the and here's what it is, because you have to differentiate that.
Because as adults, we still need to communicate and tell us straight up, this is what it is.
Yeah.
If you leave it there to like, okay, well, we both know what's happening, so this is what it is. Why are you so close to the finish and just left it to an assumption?
You check. And I also feel like, okay, so if it is that we already had that talk where we're on the eve and you know where this is going, and you still say, well, let me just get this one last fuck from this youth I was talking before. I feel, in a sense, that is very, like, you can't expect me to do well with that information, knowing that this is where we knew we were going, but still you had to go back and get peace of, like, what I had to bring to you and was given to you and was promising you based off of where this is going. Like, it's not enough.
But what if okay, what if you're trying to like just close loose ends? Because okay, you're making I don't want to
If you're trying to close loose ends, how she end up on the man dick?
No, okay. I don't want to jump and go all over the place, but let's say in that same situation, right, where y'all done express each other feeling like I like you, you like me, like we can move on to the next stage in life, right? But y'all didn't come close and say like we're in a relationship now, right? You just thought. And she already made these all the other people that she dating besides you, she already made these strong relationships with them, and it's more of a we flirting, we getting to know each other potentially to date. You can't just expect that person just like, all right, ignore your feelings. I'm cutting you off because I'm in love with someone. Don't you feel like it's fair to? Don't you think it's fair to like let them have a moment in time to kind of like slowly de-escalate those relationships, those feelings with those other persons respectfully?
Okay.
Because
Auntie,
like
give me from the video top text them.
so you like just start, you flirt less, you tell him, hey, this is not the direction I'm going. Like, I understand your feelings are a thing. And you kind of like, you're pushing them to the friend zone, but not dropping them in the friend zone. So you give them like a time, a period to.
So you put them on the back burner.
You give them the other people you're dating.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Put them on the back burner because that's bad for a relationship.
No. But you're not putting them on the back burner just in case it don't work out. You're putting them in a friend space. Like, respect me now. Respect my space. Declining. Yes, I'm declining you all, but like the friendship can be still there and platonic, but like it can't go anymore because I have somebody that I feel strongly for. So despite whatever it is that we built, I'm sorry.
I am going to be hurt if I lick a girl coochie today, right? And then she decided that she could go make up with some youth man, and well, not make up with some youth man. She decided that she could go and choose this other prospect over me. Like, I'm gonna be hurt, bro.
Yeah, but that's life. But then
I would rather she just. So
if you dating two people and she dating two people and you like her, but she like somebody else, if she come and put you down gently, you're gonna feel the type of way when you also dating two other people.
What if, bro? What if I like them more than the other person?
I get that. You're gonna feel a type of way, yes, but that's your right. But you can't hold it against her.
I feel like that whole situation.
It's messy, but it doesn't have to be.
But no. I think it shouldn't get to that point because you should be honest with yourself from jump, right? Literally, when we sit down and when you're dating somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't take that many encounters for you to kind of gauge what this person is about once that person's being honest, right? If that person really come to you clean and y'all really vibing on some shit, y'all really gonna grow in a sense where y'all know, like you already kind of know where this gonna go, right?
Meanwhile, as a man, you should know when you're losing the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, yeah, that's another thing too. Like you should, if you're fighting too much, what like you really know when this is serious or it's getting serious. So with that being said, if it should be like at a certain point where in the dating process you're doing the, what you call it, you're trimming the hedges from early.
Mm.
So you're not really going to get to the point where you're at the eve of a relationship with 3 other men to do
Okay.
this cutoff thing.
But does the dating process have a specific time before y'all have to acknowledge each other feeling? Because one thing I also realized is girls
I think that's the goal.
but girls would know like within a week, like, oh, I like this nigga. I'm gonna focus all my energy into this person. But a guy might be like 6 months in and just like, yeah, I'm just dating, just having fun, getting to know these people.
She should know better. She should know better than to actually be expending this much energy into that individual.
Mm-hmm. Like if like, and that's what, and I also feel like, you know how Steve Harvey be preaching this no sex thing for like 3 months, like 90 days or something.
You on crack.
I genuine like I don't believe. Okay,
it doesn't work for everybody.
It doesn't work for everybody. But I feel like especially with guys, it's bad to be in that situation, guys, because guys might. I don't know. I feel
if
then
she's
again, it's
not
kind of good because I feel like a guy not going to just do all that shit for 3 months to get your pums, right?
Bro, if I feel like if she's not trying to, like, this is really it, bro. Like, I made some advances. Like, I feel like there's heat between us. I feel like there's some tension between us. I make advances and you turn me down each and every time. I'm going to stop and I'm going to think that you're not attracted to me.
Yeah. There's signs. They're definitely the signs. But that's the thing. It's not like, yes, there are signs, but people, you know, some girls are like, well, I didn't want to hurt his feelings. You know, some people just soft.
Yeah.
And feel like just being nice is the best way to go about it when actually being nice is what causing the issue in the first place.
What you there, that's what caused the mix up.
Okay, but that's not even the whole thing though. Because like, let's say you like, okay, this is a lot though, because I had a bunch of conversations. Because girl was saying guys would use dating other people as an excuse for why they cheat. But I know that's not the case. But where I want to get at it is, right, when girls decide that they're dating, they always say they don't have time to invest in another person. Like they fall in love hard. They like what they like hard. And if they're gonna give their time to one person, they don't want to waste the time trying to get to know somebody else. And they would appreciate it if you don't date other people and don't waste their time.
Did they express this to you in the beginning?
Yeah, that needs to be expressed and jump.
So then it's invalid.
Right? So they just assume that men were on the same page as them.
Yes.
And I feel like that's where grown people fucking up, because it's like, why y'all don't communicate?
That's why I made the first point I made, because bro, I always tell people this. Men and women, we can see things the same, but usually we don't off the jump. You have to make an effort to see shit the way the other person sees it. And the only way that's going to happen is if you want it to happen.
And then girls' excuse is, I can't date 2 people. Why? Because I need to give each of them time. I'm just like, but can you make 2 friends? Or do you have to make 1 friend and then like this don't work out?
Because that's not true. What this dating thing is now. You're literally making friends with this person.
I'm like, do you want your soulmate to just be the person that you make love to? Or you want that person to also be your best friend?
Yeah, like, and that's, bro.
So like, there's a friendship and you're getting to know that person, and then you say, okay, I need more. I want more. Can you give me more? Should I give you more? Let's be in a relationship. So I'm wondering.
Bro,
go ahead.
I have friends that like the situation started off on like a kind of like a dating scene, and now like the relationship's completely platonic, and we're really fucking cool. We're really close, like because we've been open with each other and whatever. So I know when this person like they calling out some bullshit, like it's
it come from a real genuine friendship place. So my thing is, so like, why would the person you want to spend the rest of your life not first be your friend?
That's see. Yes, man, you know, because I'm like, you know, it takes a certain person for you to be your well, okay. You know the problem lies there too with the whole thing being a friend.
Mm.
You realize at the end of it, a lot of people still have a lot of shitty friends
That's facts.
that they call their friends, and
Mm.
we can fully look at them and be like, bro, that person is not your friend. So if a person like that can have a friend like that, there's no reason that fully explains why they can be in the same type of dunce relationship.
I
and
feel
end up in
like
them problems too.
if you respect yourself, you choose your friends better.
Facts.
Like
It's
your
what
friends.
you tell yourself is acceptable is what you will have in your life, because if it's not there, you would not entertain it.
This is why I always say, rate Timon, because Timon introduced me to people like Evran or so. And since I met y'all, bro, like I cleaned up my act and I've been on a better path. Like y'all help me be a better person. Everybody they just want company. So they call
party
any and
people.
everybody their friend. So
Yep.
because they call any and anybody their friend, they just keep going down.
And the same set of people will have something to say at the end of the day, or friend fake, or we can't do friend. It's not about friend being fake. It's like you consider somebody a friend that wasn't your friend off jump. You're the one taking this L. That person was themselves before all this happened. You just were blind to it. Maybe they were just manipulating you. Then, I can shift the blame there. But if that wasn't the case, they were just doing them and you were just blind to it.
Not
Are
even,
you?
bro. Like even if it were manipulating you, maybe it's because I have a good understanding of people. Because like
It
I
is.
have a
It's
really
hard
good
to see.
understanding of people, but like I really don't think it's that hard to see, bro.
Honestly, I think the same. It's for me personally, it's not hard to see, but literally talking to people, you learn that, bro. What makes sense to me, even though it's clear as day, I can bring that same information to somebody else and they won't see it.
I
And
truly
there's
think
nothing you can do about that because that's just them.
I lived a past life and I was a con man back in the day.
Shit.
I can read characters, bro. I can read characters. I know who's going to be my friend and who's not going to be my friend. Like just after talking to bro, like I can message you and like, bro. First of all, if I ask you, how was your day? Good. What about you? Okay. What about you? Da 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 da. Like, first of all, I already don't want to talk to you. Like that's it right there. That's it right there.
Facts.
Because yeah, like I
You're
need
not
somebody.
trying to put yourself out there and like really get into your day.
Like,
Like, yeah, this
I
is
need somebody to express themselves and tell me about
And
this.
engage
Like
me.
if you can't, if you can't express yourself to me, like we're already not on the same level. Like you're just not compatible for me.
yeah, like
then I
there's so
text
many
that out.
hours in a day, and all you can sum it up to say is good.
'Cause,
Bro,
like, bro,
if I
somebody
took my
asked me-
toe today, I'm telling you about that shit. And there's
If
a
some-
big ass story.
somebody asked me like about my day, and I'm like, yo, my day was stressful. I woke up at 5 a.m. After I got up at 5, I had to take my run, da 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 da. And I'm going to explain to you why my day was stressful.
Mhm.
If you tell me that your day is good and there's nothing else behind it, I am not talking to you anymore.
Yeah, the
like,
vibe dead.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Like we're not going to be friends anymore.
Like you
But
see
there's-
me,
and
you
there's
see me
signs
just
like that all the
express
time.
and open myself just now to you, and the response that you thought was appropriate was, "Yeah, my day was good."
And like people look at that and be like, oh, and they find excuses for the person.
Always excuses.
And I'm like, first of all, if this person cared about you enough to want to let you know that they got you, it would be known. They would be going above and beyond, and not in a sense they'll be being extra. They would
Mm.
literally just do whatever it takes for you to feel that, and for you to know, and because they would want to know that you feel that too, right?
Mhm.
Know that my effort is not for nothing. Like bro, and I realize people are going further in these relationships and they didn't even have that part.
Bro, that's
Bro, people
see,
having kids with people and
And
don't
don't
have
even-
these fundamental things of friendship. And I'm like, how are we here right now?
like
you
you
know?
want me to tell you what pissed me off with the whole dating things and females? And I know this is not all females, guys. Okay.
Definitely.
But some females, they be like, oh, I've been talking to this person for a full month. Like I see him every weekend. Bro, a month of seeing a person every weekend, that's like what, 4 times, maybe 2 times
8.
on a weekend, 8, maybe 12. You see them on Fridays, Saturdays,
Mhm.
and Sundays. You don't know nobody in 12
You
visits.
don't know them. You don't
Even
know
if you're
them.
talking like, yeah, my favorite color is zebra and my favorite number is blue. Like, you don't know shit about that person.
I'm gonna say that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that. That's nice. My favorite color
Another-
is bro.
Like and the other things too is like, yeah, we know each other in this setting. We just been going out to dinner and so now we in a relationship, bro. Y'all jumping the gun because you really don't solidly know this person. You don't know this person, what they're like under pressure. You don't know what they're like in stressful situations. You don't know how they handle their anger. You don't know how they relate to their family members. You don't know none of this shit.
Because Loki, all that could be a facade to get you to feel comfortable and drop
You
your
know,
guard.
You know?
being real, I feel like as open as I am, I feel like people don't really know me too much.
That's why I keep telling people, like, as much as you know me, you don't really know me. Like, you know me, but not the deep inner me. Shit,
Because,
I don't
like,
even know me.
Because no, like I've changed a lot since I was like a younger person.
And
so
you're
I still
not the
have,
same person you were yesterday either.
and I still have some ignorant tendencies, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm still kind of ignorant, but like I try to put that to the side. So like there's ignorance in me, there's anger in me, but I'm not going to ever like try to put it forward. I try to keep it behind me. So like you thinking that you know me because like, oh, I'm dressing all lax and shit. Like you don't know when I used to sag my pants like all the way down below my ass, bro. And I had like something on me just
Like you
nah,
only know what I have presented.
it's deeper than that.
That's basically it, and it's always deep. Like, for example, me and Timon, me and Timon would be good 10 times out of 10 from distance. But I know if me and Timon live together, maybe at least twice a month we'd fight.
Oh, for
least.
sure.
Like
I don't think me and
a
Timon
couple
would
days
fight.
Timon, so I don't want to thump off Timon's head, right? And that's not something I would have known from just being the way how we are, an unusual thing, right? And that's not even that. I don't even think that's something you can blame somebody for. It's just that you have to take the time to fully understand someone in all settings,
Hold on, but
and
why?
then you make a decision based off of that. But we don't even go that. These women don't go this far.
Why would you want to thump off Tim on head?
Because I'm annoying.
There's things that Timon do that annoy me, and vice versa. Things I do that annoy Timon.
I don't think
That's
like
just
I
me.
think
It's
I think
just
I could
low-key.
live with both y'all and not be annoyed
Oh
whatsoever.
no, we could live.
No, we could live. No, don't get
being
it twisted.
annoyed don't
No.
mean
No.
you're not going to
No,
go
I
that
mean
far,
like
you know?
I mean like for like if we live for 5 years, I feel like I would not get into any like altercations with y'all
Impossible.
because it is very possible.
No,
Bro,
look. It's not like if I'm saying that we're gonna be like, yo, head, at each other's throat and be like pissed or whatever, and like leave. It's like more of a, oh, I didn't know this was gonna bother me this much. And then you realize, oh shit, this is actually you. You're true
Bro,
loud.
Yeah.
I don't leave a footprint anywhere.
Cap, you don't think?
You
No,
don't know.
for
No,
real,
you
for
don't
real,
know it.
for real,
It's
for
not
real.
gonna be something that you. Okay, it's something that could be totally. For example, damn, what's a good example?
That chewing loud. That chewing
no.
loud. That's
chewing
that,
loud.
that
right?
pissed me off so much.
No, but so I chew loud, right?
Mm.
I don't know I chew loud because who the hell am I listening to?
Yeah,
myself
you're not
to?
listening to yourself too.
What,
You know?
bro? I listen
And
to myself too.
No, but I've been doing that all my life, right? It's just all I'm doing is eating food.
Eating
It's
his
the
food.
thing
That's
I
his
do
norm.
every
That's
day,
his
right?
life.
That's the norm, right? Timon not used to me eating food, or the way I do it affects Timon differently because he's hearing or experiencing aspects of it that I'm not because it's me, right? And now that gets him annoyed. And now there's an issue there. Not that there's something that's being done to cause a problem, like I'm making an effort to piss him off. It's literally just something that exists that
It's like
he
something
didn't
I'm
have
not
in his
used
life
to
before.
yet.
It's now there, and this is his reaction to it.
It's
So
like
but, like,
walking in
it's-
shoes all your life, and then one day there's a pebble in your shoes. You're just like, what's why?
What the
This is
hell is that? Yeah,
uncomfortable.
you know.
But like, but if this person is chewing loud, then you don't really like it. Like you could tell the person like, yo, you chewing loud, and if
But they
don't-
can't
if they
help
don't-
it. That's what they've been doing.
Like
It's
this
a habit.
really-
It's
but, like, listen,
ingrained in them.
Listen, if
they
they
could
don't
try
respond,
to stop.
if they don't respond to that, because like first of all, you have to let this person know like, yo, it's okay. Like, I'm just trying to let you know that like it's loud and it kind of bothers me. But like if this is how it is and you can't change it, it's whatever. I can just eat somewhere else and then we can link up after we finish eating.
bro.
Because like y'all don't have to eat at the dinner table together.
Bro,
And
that's
there's
not
chance.
that. You're missing the point.
It's
That's not it at all. Because that's something they can easily talk about. Like you talk to your friend, they can compromise, or y'all can just move around. But it's something that bothered you. It potentially could not bother you later in the future, but at this stage it is. And sometimes you might be in a good mood or a bad mood, and that could amplify it or trigger it more. Or it could be
Nah.
a discussion you're having, and you're just like, yo, every time we have this certain specific discussion, we always arguing and we on the same side. It could
My
be some
mood.
simple things like that that keep, offsetting the balance. And if you know, then you'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna have this conversation because I know it's gonna lead. Or
My mood reset for different people. Like I'm not going to bring my anger from the world out to you, and
but then
because
you're
you
not being
decide
true
to
to
do something.
yourself.
No, I'm not, bro. Like I really, bro. Like first of all, like there's a different relationship for everybody, right? And because I have a different relationship for everybody, why would I let my relationship with my mother affect my relationship with you? So my mom called me and she pissed me off saying some stupid shit.
Yeah, I feel
No,
you.
I know I'm chilling with you. Why would I let like my anger because my mom pissed me off make me snap on you?
Bro, but that's you because you can control those emotions to an extent. But what if somebody who wear their emotion in their sleeve and they just can't hide it?
Then don't
And
chop
at
it.
this point,
Do better.
they need some space and
Yeah.
they don't want to talk about it right now.
Because
And you
everything
ask
different,
them,
and
you're curious,
then
and
you
go
know,
ahead.
given
So-
that situation there, now that's information that I have to now take into consideration about this other person that I'm coexisting with. So now I have the option to be like, okay, well, I can either make an effort to understand it and try and come to a solution where we can coexist, or I can stay stubborn. I won't say stubborn. I can stay the way I am now and just be like, just try to shut that shit down every time because that's bullshit. I then choose how we move forward with this. That's basically it.
If that person needs space, that person should go get that space.
For
It's
sure.
not my responsibility to be your peace of mind. If you want peace of mind, then you go get that peace of mind. If that peace of mind means that you go into your room, you go into your room.
But what
Yeah,
if the
like,
person in the
I'm-
room and you need them, but you're not too sure of how the situation is?
So that if I rap on the door, I was like, yo, da 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 da. You tell me like differently, like I'm not good or whatever.
But suppose they're in an angry state, and like, leave me the fuck alone, and you get hurt. No
you
malice
gonna-
at all.
What did I do to you
You
for
didn't
for
do
your
nothing to
first?
deserve.
What
It
did
has
I
nothing to
for
do
your
with
first?
That's
you.
the thing. It has
Then
nothing to
this
do
is
with
the-
It
you
have
at the end of
nothing
the
to
day.
do with
So
you.
no, then the person is wrongful for reacting to me like this.
But
I
that's
did
how
nothing
they
to you.
express themselves in that mood. Or,
It's not about whether
it's
they're
not
right or
about
wrong.
you, right
This
or
is
wrong.
just the
It's-
fact.
This is them. That's
This is
them.
the fact.
You
No,
now
no.
This is the
take.
person
It's
you
you
have.
know
still
taking-
about they right or wrong, and they wrong for that, and then I can have problems for
Then
that.
you're wrong for feeling the way you feel and for their whatever. Can you take that into accountability that you could also be wrong?
How am I going to be wrong if I'm trying to
Because
ask you what's good?
You took the tone. She have something going on behind that door that she dealing with. She probably bawling, crying, or angry. And the first word she hear is, "You okay?" And she answer back with that same tone, anger, violence that she's feeling. And say, "No, I'm just fucking don't want to hear you right now."
I would not be offended for that.
You don't know what's going on behind the door. No, you just talk different. Fuck, just ask your fucking question, dog. I know she going up, she nest. She bullshit.
no.
Are
She-
we?
I was going out some kind of bitch around the place.
Bitch around the place.
You know,
I
it just
understand.
builds, and that's
Just ask your fucking
it's
simple
stuff like
question.
that. Literally stuff like that cause issue with people, and yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Me,
Because- Go ahead.
I feel like I'm a ninja, bro. So I just feel like I can stay out of it.
You see,
Honestly,
but
I feel you don't know, Jaron. I feel you 100% because I don't make issues out of nothing. 9 times out of 10, sometimes there might be a problem, and I will just not acknowledge it because I don't have the time for that. And I'd rather that's my way of dealing with it. It's not even a matter of sweeping it under the rug.
Or
So it's still
avoiding
there.
it.
It just disappear because I really it just don't exist to me no more. It
It's
does to
like,
me.
if
You
you
know?
put, it's not worth your time. It's not worth the energy.
Yeah, and I feel
Bro.
that response, but at the same time, it's still it's like it's not gonna work in everything.
Mm.
It don't work in everything.
I have
So in
some-
those situations where it don't work, that's where this happens.
I have some arguments, right? That like I know I'm clearly going to win these arguments, but I just say, you know what? If
Take the L.
yeah, I'm gonna take the L because
Mm-hmm.
it's easier than just wasting my time going back and forth with somebody ignorance.
Or maybe sometimes the person just need to win.
Or sometimes you
Fuck
can
your way.
even tell the source of it. Sometimes you like dealing with somebody, you can say, yo, this person hella ignorant, but then you realize the source of this ignorance, and you're like, okay, I kind of understand them as a person,
Mhm.
and I get why they would be ignorant to it. And then that also helps you adjust to dealing with that person too. And it's not about not being true to yourself anyway, because you don't stand for it, but it's like you're just being more empathetic to that person or sympathetic. I don't even know how those words use. just to
think
be more there to understand that person and work with them based off of that, so it's not an issue.
So the whole thing where I was telling the girl, like, you can't get to know somebody within like, a month of talking to them, right? You don't know that person, right? But then I tried to explain to her, like, some guys, they know from the jump, but they don't want to scare. And it's the same with some girls. And some guys, it take way longer for them to really grasp what they have or open up, or not just even open up. It's just like to put all the facts, because he's dealing with, all right, I have work, I have rent, I have to do all these things.
So I say, the easy like a man, just open up first night.
I'm not saying that. But they have some guys, like, after certain things are put into place, they're like, oh, I know what I want, right? It might be 3 months down the line after talking to you, flirting with you, being with you, living with you, visiting you, staying on the weekends. And it might take them 3 months, 6 months when they decide, okay, I think this woman is for me. Some guys really mean it and go the distance. And others are just trash.
Eating their mother food, because most of them girls never have their own apartments.
Because a lot of people just don't know how to be alone. They really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they just need somebody to fill the void.
That's low key, I am like that. But I don't need the person to be that close to me. Like, I am okay just knowing that somebody else is in the house with me. You can be in the other room. We don't need to interact whatsoever. But once the person is in the other room, I don't feel alone anymore.
Nah, so it's crazy. But then I was having this argument with a couple of different girls, and they were missing the whole point. They're just like, I can't date multiple people. Don't have the time. Right? So I'm saying, if God send you two seemingly perfect dudes into your life, right? Guy one, his personality is good. But guy two, his personality fits you so perfect, right? You decide, God blessing, you're not getting to it right now. So you go to the guy who has the seemingly perfect, personality. And you waste your time. 6 months in, y'all start getting into a relationship. Then 2 years into the relationship, he left you. Probably cheat. You wasted bare time. Because now if you got to know the two of them, you could be like, oh, he's good. And then you look, oh my goodness, this guy is for me. And now you can be like, I know which one gives me more of a vibe. And you can just say, all right, guy number one, he gone. And guy number two is for me. And you didn't waste any time. Because when they say it, they're wasting their time dating multiple people when they can just focus on one person. I don't understand how that make time.
Because you know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is?
Two at a time and one at a time. How is that?
You know what it is? Because a lot of them think that their purpose, their job is to like mold a man.
Mold, like that's fix and ready up.
Yes. They think that, right? They think that their job is to like take in this piece of trash and tidy up this piece of trash and turn this into a 5-star hotel. And that's not your job. That's not what you're supposed to do.
It
like
could help.
Your purpose. Yeah, you can help, but like you should not be putting this person like on that pedestal. You should not be taking care of this person like that, bro. Like
you shouldn't. It's more of the same way I would be a friend. No, bro, at the end of it, all really boils back to just being a genuine friend to this person. In that same way, it's like, I'm not here to change you or to make you, or to mold you or whatever. But as your friend, I care about you. So when I see you doing stuff, or I see there's ways that you can do better, maybe you're not seeing it that way, I'm going to point it out to you. You know?
They be treating niggas like they my 350Z.
So are girls entering dating with the wrong perception? Like they're going in to find a soulmate, but they're not going in to look for a friend. Or they going in to find
their priority.
How are you gonna find your soulmate if you're not friends?
It's like, yeah, and here's another thing. It's like, if the way I look at it, right, is if me and you are going to date and be together, we have to be friends first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we're friends first and the relationship don't work out after we've moved to a relationship, we should still be able to be friends after.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So if I'm having problems later on, we can still talk about it naturally because we friends.
The things that affected our relationship are not things that should affect our friendship unless they were that grimy.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like obviously, at the end of the day, you want the best for your friend. You want to help your friend. So like, Like even if it doesn't work, because like I know some females who they would date a man, right? Or they will go to date a man and say like, I want this one, and he just like, I'm just having fun, right?
Hmm.
And they think that they can change his mind,
Yeah, make him
make him.
realize that I'm everything that he needs.
Why
Mhm.
girl can't?
You know?
Why girl can't do this to me?
Or they
Go wash my
decide
laundry.
that yeah, we gonna be friends with benefit, but like this coochie gonna make him into, you know,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then it don't work, and then they're just like,
She stay bragging, I'm wife material. Really?
yeah.
Make she know that. Make she know for me back grinner. Yeah, the silverback. I'm about big man. You know what time, you know.
So
Right.
bro, it all comes down to like the lack of communication going in, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody just thinking that we on the same page when they're really not.
Yeah,
Girls
communication
catch their
and
feelings earlier
transparency.
than guys most of the time.
I truly don't think that.
Most of the time.
I think it depends. No, okay.
Like they got
here's the
some
thing.
girls, that are really down there like, yo, fuck, this is what it
Mhm.
is. And I don't care what your feeling is. Hold that shit, nigga.
I
I think
truly don't
in
think that.
general, yes, women be catching feelings for men faster, but I
But
don't
they got
think.
some that got their shit on.
I don't
No,
think
no,
they
no,
be
it's not,
catching
it's not, it's
feelings,
not.
bro.
No.
It's really. I feel like women lust more than men, and because
don't think so.
women lust more than men. Timon, a
No,
woman
women
will
lost,
look
woman lost, and woman lost are two different loss now.
Yeah, two
like
different
yeah,
ones.
like okay, so like a woman will look at you and they will get captivated off of absolutely nothing, right?
Tech man, this
Off of
one the boss now.
absolutely nothing, and because they got captivated off of absolutely nothing, they already think like, oh, this is gonna be my soulmate, this is gonna be my
They
boyfriend, da 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 da.
fantasize on some
Yes.
big
You check,
dream
they
Like,
can
shit
mold
you
you
see?
into the
See, like
before anything even happens. So they done when they done approach you and things in motion, or they already have the end
perfect
goal.
vision,
You
and
check,
you just now have to fall in place.
and when that no go right,
I don't think that's actually having feelings for this individual. Like I feel like as a
Hmm.
man, like men know when we meet these girls, we start talking to them or whatever, and then you start liking them. Like it's more genuine than women. I feel like it's more genuine than women.
Now,
Oh, yeah, no,
wait, hold
okay,
on. Females, I need y'all to listen to this, right? Because this is coming from the point of view of men.
Of
This is
all
what we
men.
think. All men. There's no, it's all men right now talking about what we believe, we feel,
Wow.
So
We need-
this
we
could
need-
all be shit. And y'all could be on some whole different. We
I get
assume
canceled for another-
we assuming this from what we know. We assuming that's what y'all on, but y'all could be on some different shit. So I'm just
Episode Tim on episode name don't cancel me.
You're right.
bro. Because them girls, they start off like it's just okay. So the reason I said I think girls catch feelings faster than guys is because girls often end up catching feelings for guys they should have had no business catching feelings
None.
for.
Mhm.
That's
But-
why I say that.
But who can really
Um,
help it? That's
That's not I think
No, listen, in general, because most guys that be coming into contact with these girls didn't want nothing feelings wise, right?
mhm.
But at the end of it, the girl end up butt hurt. And it happens a lot because these guys out here really just not giving a shit. Guys in general, just like those guys, just don't give a shit. And because they don't give a shit, people's feelings, which are usually the women's, get caught up in it. And I feel like in general, there are more guys that don't give a shit than girls that don't give a shit. I just feel like that's just the nature of it out here, right? That's what we see more.
I know some things that hurt my feelings. Fuck.
Nah, but they hurt your feelings because that's something that's you, right? But when I'm out here, I'm just slanging dick. I'm just trying to clap cheeks on a regular. I come across this sweet girl. I'm a sweet talker, blah, blah, blah. And I tell her all the nice things she wants to hear, not because they're not true or anything, but I just feel like flattering someone is a good thing to do. And it often does get me the pumps too. So, I'm just being me because I'm that type of person, whatever.
I
And
feel
she's
like
taking my kindness, my sweet talk, and all that stuff for, something more, right? And then we end up going down this road where we having sex, whatever. And now I'm over there dealing with another thing, and now you're jealous. When originally you shouldn't have been jealous because I wasn't on this wavelength with you in the first place. And I
Mhm.
feel like that's why women are just like, why don't guys just say what they want and blah 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 blah? Because they walk the walk and talk the talk to get there, but like the end result is not where you thought it was going to be. It ended up being just sex when the woman thought that this was going to be more than sex. And I feel like that's what happens most of the time.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
And that's why women have this general thing where niggas ain't shit. Because that's a genuine trend. Niggas, yeah, I can say, yeah, bitches ain't shit, but like, is that gonna stop how we, bro? No man that says bitches ain't shit goes out there and be like, well, I'm keeping this dick for myself. You know? There's niggas still out here slanging dick to us bitches that ain't shit. But the other way around, a woman will shut up and will lock down and be celibate for 3 years because
Yeah, like,
niggas ain't shit.
yeah, niggas
It's
ain't
like,
shit.
it's a whole different approach to it. And I don't know I don't know what gets a woman there versus what gets a man to that point.
Mm.
Like, I don't know what differs in their thought process, you know, that makes them think, okay, well, niggas ain't shit. This is a solution versus, well, bitches ain't shit. Well, I don't care. Or I'm going to just be hurt and, you know, keep hurting other people. Like, at the end of it, I think it's just people being people. That's how I have to look at it, because there's no formula to this. There's no scientific formula I can say, yeah, this plus this equals this. And that's what we live by.
So,
Because that shit just differs all the time.
so what do you advise to those women who like they dating and then after like they have sex, they realize that they're catching their feelings for this person? What was like your advice to that person? Like, don't follow your feelings, because at the end of the day, it's chemicals that causing these
Mhm.
decision making, these attractions. So are you gonna tell them to like, hey, I know you feel strongly for this person, but ignore it, suppress it, get to
I'll
know
tell
this
them
person some more?
it's hard. Okay. I think for sure, man, it's hard.
Yeah, because
Because I
some
want to tell them
women,
don't have sex with the person,
but that's
but
not
then
realistic.
them not having sex with the person, they're just this build up,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So like a lot of things that you would not let slide on the regular circumstances might end up being, you know, you let them slide because you're more willing given the state of mind you're in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of build up and tension. You're kind of like, yo, I really find, because you already find this person attractive, you know? Hold on.
Now,
See,
because
Yeah.
I've been knowing
that's
some
why.
females that
That's
just
why.
like,
That's
go
why I've been
ahead.
saying women lust. Like they find a nigga attractive and then they think that's their boyfriend. Like that's I don't think that's a genuine like feeling for them to actually like this person. I don't think that's genuine. That's just lust. Us now, right? I see something bad. I was like, oh look at her body shake when she moved. I won't fuck that. Because I say I won't fuck that. I didn't look into it to say I want a relationship with her.
Yeah, like if she come to me and say like, yo, real quick, you want some of this vagina? I'm gonna be like, I don't see why not.
2 hands, please.
You know, but if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna think about it, but it's my right to think about it, right?
Like
And
I
you
have
have
a
to give
back.
me, you have to give me the choice to be like, be faithful, understand what it is that you have back home, and be faithful. Or I could be trash and be like, she not gonna.
Cause like, bro, I'm like, I hate, bro. Like, if I'm walking with my girl, right, and I see a big body, I'm gonna look back on the big body.
But it,
You can't bex, but it's like,
oh, it's not like if you say, I'm gonna leave you right now.
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
when you see things that are good, you say that's good.
Like,
Why am I gonna lie to myself and say, "Ooh, that body they thick, it's trash."
if me and she walk along and she sees someone and then he gray sweats and she watches my dick print, like I have absolutely no problem. It's if
None.
you decide to hop on it, then that's when we're gonna have a problem.
So is there insecurity going on, or is it just society implanting their choices on your relationship? Because people have expectations as to how you're supposed to conduct yourself in a relationship or when you're dating. Like,
We're all different people, so we're going to conduct ourselves differently. So you cannot expect me to be moving by your norms.
okay, so what do you think causes men to cheat?
Okay, so firstly, I don't even know how to answer that, boss. Cause to cheat,
I
oh,
feel
let me.
desperate. I feel desperate men cheat. And
What do you mean, desperate man?
okay, that's a good question actually. I just still saying shit on my ass. I feel like a guy who doesn't know where he's going to get the next food from, he's desperate. So he go and grab the first,
Okay, I get.
Yeah.
I understand that. I
Like
understand that.
he don't have one secured. So like if a guy
Insecure.
talking to he
But
insecure.
like you can be secure and still cheat, like, because
True.
mistakes do happen. But like
Okay, because like if everyone talking to two people, right, or dating two people, and one of them already giving up the pussy, then his mind already clear when he talking to the other one, because like he already have a source of food. So if he messed this up with you, he don't really care. But if he only talking to one person, it's do or die. My life depends on it. I need to eat because I
feel
don't
like
know where
there's
the
more
next set
pressure.
of plate
There's
coming
more-
from.
more-
yeah,
on the
no,
line.
for real. If food, bro, honest, if food there from the outside, I'm like I can do that 3
See,
months.
that's another that's
If
another
food there
aspect.
no, if food there on the outside, like I can really do it 3 months if a girl tell me like I
Yeah.
can't get that coochie.
Because you know
Like,
you can
that's
get it
safe.
from somewhere else. So there's
You know?
no demand to like go get it. But like if you
I
don't know where
feel
the
like
next
that. Oh, you know what? That's actually I never considered that, but that's actually a good factor. If the man have food, then he not going in. He's not seeking food in this relationship. He's not like trying to quench his thirst or feed his
he
hunger.
literally looking
Actually,
for
some man
something
in there for the
more.
good
Some
thing,
man,
for the right
no,
thing.
some man out there, dog. Some man out there that they will get food from every different house now.
Well, if them a fiend, and in fact, greedy.
They're
If
so
it's not a
greedy.
greedy person whose sole purpose is to eat food, and he out there, he have his food. Like I feel like, but nah, clear that. We said that because I feel like that's still up to the person. If it's a good person, food or no food, his actions and heart should be in the right place regardless.
Okay, so then it has to be deeper than that. Then there's
Yeah,
the level of
it's definitely the person at the end of the day.
so then I feel like it's still coming down to insecurities and communication. Because if I feel neglected at home, right, and I don't feel like I'm special, and then somebody out they say, "Oh my goodness, that's a new haircut, you handsome as fuck." And I had this haircut for a whole week, and my girlfriend don't even acknowledge it. I'll be like, she don't even
she tell
appreciate me.
She tell me about the dread that I'm having in the front, right? With instead like in a rounded, in a blunted, it got like a curly hair. She like, oh, I like see that. I was like, oh shit,
Right?
Like, when y'all even compliment me.
It's like I know you're getting outside compliments.
Yeah.
That's you know,
I feel you.
and you just like no, you feel like man, there's no love in this place.
You know,
Like I'm getting it from outside. Like she don't love me no more. Like is she cheating? She has somebody else. Then the insecurity.
And that's why you see people that come from broken homes and shit, like with like that type of thing, get the what do you call them? A clothespin girl, where man squeeze their head and their foot open. Literally.
That's not a thing. You just made that up. Shut up.
Nah, I've heard that before.
from where?
A clothespin. yeah, a clothespin girl. You squeeze their head.
That's what I'm saying. The physical
and their
screen.
foot open.
Yo, no man,
Noah.
but never hear that.
Educate the masses now.
Oh,
Nah, but for real, because I feel if you're lacking, the one time you experience it is like imagine being poor your whole life, and you
and then
meet
you win the
somebody
lottery.
who had like let's say you win the lottery. That a person who grew up having money or whatever, their life would not. They might go a bit extra. They might buy a fancy car or whatever. But I feel like they would still have some more motoring skills around that being in that position.
Mhm.
You know, versus a person who ain't never had nothing and they
You know how to
finally get
act.
something. You know, you don't know how to act. You don't know. You're naive.
Yeah, but if it's a more than build 350Zs, I'm gonna drive each of them different days. So like you can see me by the highway, and like, oh shit, look, this is the one with the crazy fast 350Z. I'm just a cruise. Got the gas slow no fetch. This is the stock one. And I see me the next time tear up the road. Hey,
You're up. Yeah, Jack. And it's like, he must get a little money.
I have so many creative ways to waste money. Like, wow.
See?
It is crazy.
Sound like you're a cheater, buddy.
I like.
Yeah, but this thing is still just boiled down to the person. Like as a woman, if I'm telling my sister, if I'm giving my sister advice as somebody, any woman, somebody that is not experienced in any way, I'm saying first things first, make that person your friend. Right? Step one, because you know how friendship goes, right? You start being a friend with somebody, and then after a while, you kind of see tendencies with this person. And then you decide, either we're gonna get closer, hang out more, or I'm gonna kind of distance myself from this friend, right?
Mm.
And the way the relationship should come about is this person is such a good friend that you want more from it. It's
Yeah.
like you should end up there, because when you grow to that spot where you've been in the friendship and this person, it's not like we're friend zoned either, right? But like this is how we were building. You already have so much information to use, and the willingness and the drive and the just in general, you just want to make this work now, right? So you know this person, you know the type of things that they bring to the table, you know that this person might have a temper or whatever, and during that friendship, you're accepting that person for who they are, and you're making decision as to whether or not these are things you can actually accept, right? This person don't have no friendship, no relationship with their mother. Ooh, that's a deal breaker for me. I know that ahead of time. So here's what, we're friends. I don't require that for a relationship, so we can still be friends, right? We're good. This person does have a good relationship with their mother. Oh, that's so attractive. You know, that's what I look for in somebody to be a spouse or whatever. And check the box. You know, it's just a progression that you have to go through with the person, and you just have to be honest.
You check, and if you're with your friend, you realize you have some redundant boxes that you put on your list. Like, oh, I don't need these. Like, you know, some people will just be
not all
rational,
the
be like,
boxes
oh,
need to be ticked.
I need a 6 foot something, bare fit, abs, never had his prostate checked. That's and that's and that, right? And then she, this is her friend now. She, this person is cool. This person is not 6 whatever and whatnot. So she's like, this is not something I needed. This was a luxury.
Mhm.
And it's just like, I don't need that in my life. Because this person is making me happy. I'm making me happy. We can be happy together. And all like all that physical things I was looking for is not necessarily what I need.
And then in once you get in the relationship now, both y'all decide, yo, this is what we're doing. Literally, what I say, and I try and envision it this way, is you bring a quarter of yourself into the relationship, right?
Oh, you don't
So
give
I
the
bring
whole 50
a
or
quarter.
100. You bring
No,
some.
I bring a quarter of me. You bring a quarter of you, and that make half, right?
Uh-huh.
And the next half is what we create together.
Jeez. What the
next half is the parts of me that I'm compromising for you, and vice versa. So that part of it is now us.
So y'all brought yourselves.
We brought ourselves together here, because now when I wake up, you're the first person I think about. I want to make sure that I am able to do this for you, this to you, this, because this is things that I want for you, you know?
You should write
because I care for you in that way.
You should write
this guy,
a book about this. You should write a book about this, everyone.
Check, just make a quick ebook and sell it for like $5.
Yeah, bro. Like you got the sauce, bro.
Yeah, that Nikki.
Shut up, man. But no, that's the shit that work, because literally, if I know the things about you, right? And I know your struggles and whatever, and they might be annoying as hell to me, but because I know that there's struggles for you, and I know it's something that you're not necessarily proud of or whatever you want to get over, I'll be more patient with you. I'll be more willing to whatever. And because now you have that same energy for me, right? You see the patience I'm exerting on you. You see the effort I'm giving for you. That going to mean something to you. You're not going to see me out here bending over backwards and just take advantage of that, because you genuinely care for me. You're going to see me doing too much, and you're going to be like, oh, no, babe, you don't have to do that. You know? It's like you become concerned for the other person. So it's like, I'm concerned for you. You're concerned for me. That does balance each other. It's like, if you fall in, I'm throwing out my hand to make sure you don't fall. If I'm falling, you reach out your hand, make sure I don't fall. It's not about, oh, well, last time you fall down, I help you up, and you still go fall down again. Help yourself, no? Why I always have to be the one to help you up? You know? It's not like that. And I feel like that's how we are as people by default. It's like we keep, I don't know. I want to say petty. Yeah, we petty. But it's not. It's like you have to realize, yo, if I'm focused on myself, then there's no, if I'm too focused on myself, then there's no point for this relationship, because this relationship is not just me.
So, okay. When does a vision or goal fit best the situation? Like, okay, if you're going out and you're trying to date, and this person say, I have a vision for what I want in a relationship, what I'm trying to bring to fruition later on in my life, but they don't have a goal or vision for them, like their personal self. Like, is that a deal breaker, or they have to have both, or one is okay? Like,
What
if
would you
they
consider a goal for their person? So
like, okay, they know that they want to finish school, get this certain job, clear some debts, start a little business later down the line if they can. And that's what they're working to, like building up the money, getting a place for themselves. And these are the goals that drive them, that, put a fire under the belly. But they don't have any thoughts on a relationship. Like, oh, when I get into a relationship is whatever. He's just gonna help me do all the stuff that I want to achieve. Or I'd never plan for kids, but if kids happen, it's whatever. Like they don't have any plans to what a perfect household would be in the near future or the far future. So they're not farly oriented in their dreams and goals. It's just them personally.
just personal.
So they're
is
not
it a
thinking
deal
about
breaker?
they're not thinking about your goals, the
Yeah.
family goals, the kids' goals. They need to get this done because that's them. Is that a deal breaker, or they have to be like both family oriented in their goals and personally oriented in their goals?
I feel like it's not a deal breaker off rip, but it's a warning. It's a flag. It's a flag that you say, okay, well, this person is saying no off the jump, that, or they're just showing to me that they haven't thought about this yet. And this is something that's important for me. So it's something that I would hold highly, in the sense that I'm going to make it a requirement for us to conclude this before we get too deep into this, because this is important for me. So if something is important for me, I have to make it known that it's important for me, especially if I realize it's something that's not important for you, because I don't know if it's something that can become important for you, or if it's something that you're just not with at all. And if we're in a 5-year relationship down the line, and this is when we're talking about it now, you're gonna look back and like, well, I can't give up this 5 years for, just this. I might more easily give up my dream. Or just keep putting it on the back burner until 15 years down the line, I can't take it no more. So either way, I don't know. It has to be brought up.
What if the person that you're talking to, right, or dating, they have the best personality, they have the best vibe, they just, everything about them you just like, right? But they don't have any ambition.
That's it. Yeah, it's all, like I said, it's all about what's important to you. And if ambition, let's say, okay, I'm a doctor. I'm
sacrifice that because like she don't need to have ambition, because like maybe your ambition is big enough for the both of y'all.
Yeah. See, let's say I meet this girl, and I'm already going to be a doctor, right? I know that I'm gonna make bank, so I don't need somebody here to provide.
But you're not gonna be a family man that much. Based on that, you might not be a family man as much as you think, because like it's taxing on you at work always.
Yeah, literally all them things you have to take into consideration, and that might be something that because of my ambition, let's say I'm an ambitious person and I share that with you as a person, you might look at them like, okay, yeah, that person may be ambitious, but like they're not as family oriented and blah blah blah, so they might be too focused on work and blah blah blah, stuff like that. Like in the same way where I would have to consider it about you, you should be considering it about me as well.
Interesting.
Because literally we're just, and we're not trying to make our, how we come in and we have like this fixed thing of what we want. It's like, yes, you can navigate your life with these fixed things, but like you have to understand when you're deciding to be with somebody, it's not about you anymore. 100%. Yes, like I said, there's things about you that you hold highly, and you keep that in that quarter of you that you bring into the picture. The thing, your goals, your morals, all that stuff, right? But when it comes to other things like for example, how understanding you are, how patient you are as a person. Me, I don't really have patience for shit, right? Certain things like just happen and I either just block it out or it pisses me off, right? And I get annoyed, right? But I need to understand that you as a person, you tend to do things, or you learn, or you progress through life differently than I do. I am the person that I learn from other people's mistakes, and you might have to make the mistake to learn the lesson, right? But because I understand that about you, I am going to be more willing to be patient with you because I love you. Not because I'm a patient person. I'm doing that, and it's not even like I'm what you call it? I'm not burning myself out. I'm not doing, something I don't want to do for you. I wholeheartedly wanted to be this for you because I want to see you do better. And I see by me doing this, it is making you a better person and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to keep doing it. It's a healthy progression that you're going together. But like, it's not, it can never be a one-sided thing. If it's just one-sided, somebody could get tired and that could be the end of that.
Yeah. What were saying, John?
Nothing.
Bro, you were.
You forgot.
It could be.
But yeah, it's stress, bro. Like you really can't tell these women. I can tell these women for advice though, just be friends with that person and don't expect the person to come to you perfect, but you have to watch them because what they want, like I can say what my goals are to you. I can say, yeah, I want to have this by 30, but then my actions have nothing to do with that either. So it's not even about just the conversation or the communication. You have to be more to it, which is why you don't rush into things either.
Nah, that is deep, everyone. What you said.
Yeah, it really was.
Because I knew, right? Like certain careers and shit will like lead you to not be that much of a family person. Like I know that, but I never actually thought about it. Like I never actually thought about it. Like it's something that was just in the background. So I was like, okay,
when the time comes, you'll deal with it.
You handle it.
Yeah. I didn't think about putting it forward now and then actually trying to work with it. Like
yeah, because see, okay, well, yeah, see, like how
come close to the
I'm
mic.
not trying to light you up, John, but like you see, like how you want to do truck driving shit.
Yeah,
that's in itself. It's like you have to look at it from that same perspective I talk about.
I already know that.
So it's like one of those, and that's a good example. Like if I want to be a truck driver, I know I can provide for my family. I know I can give them this. I know I can create this lifestyle, blah blah blah, and provide. But like I need to make sure that my partner is on par with making that dream work in that way. Because now if I end up with a person that can't be by themselves for long periods of time, very needy, that person might end up having an affair while I'm out just because they were lonely, right? Not because of lack of love or nothing, but that person, that person is just a person who just requires attention. And that's something you need to know about that person and plan into your life plans and see if that's something you can live with. Because if you're the type of person that always doing their own thing, and then your partner is a person who always needs you around, that's awesome. Even though everything else might tick all the boxes, that could be something that's very problematic later on.
Yeah. So you're saying divorce in the future?
I didn't say that. I don't know the situation. But I'm saying if you don't look towards it, it's something that could
take off the weekends and forget about the money.
What are you talking about? Them weekends are gonna help me retire and not gonna.
Nah, but what about those people who now they didn't think about it? All they're thinking about is the potential money I can make, right? So from a young age,
what I was thinking about.
So from the young age, they're saying, all right, I'm gonna go to be a lawyer and I'm gonna go to be a doctor, but I have to invest at least 4 years in school, then another 4 years in this, and then another 4 years in that. And then I have to go get my masterate in this thing. And that's another 4 years in something. So all their life they spend in school. And by the time they've done all of this, ready for the work, they're overqualified, but they still get the job. Where are they supposed to go to find this man that can match their energy? Because most of the time they head down, they're in school, so they don't grow a lot of life experience, relationship experience. Like, what are they supposed to do while they're in school? Because they don't want to take a break. They have to focus because they have a goal, a dream.
I feel like at all that points in school, all the time in school, they've been making bonds and they understand people from the type of people that they.
Some do, some don't.
If you don't, then something's just wrong with you.
So you encourage people while they're in college to be a hoe, live life, have fun, because when they reach out into adulting, it's gonna be hard.
Being real, college is when you need to knock all that whole shit out.
Bro, that's why I keep.
That's when you go do that. You go do that threesome. You go in that orgy.
Yeah, I tell all my female friends that like when you get to college, like be a hoe, experiment, have fun, fuck everybody and everything. Don't care about who gonna judge you. Because when it's time for you to like grow up, and
Level up.
you'll know what exactly what it is that you want and don't want, what fits you
Yep.
best, and you can just like live your life to the fullest extent afterwards.
Oh,
You
what
don't
joke is
you don't have to be in a relationship now wondering what if, or he don't like this or she don't like that. Like you know what you want, you experienced, and you're more fine-tuned to enjoy life because I done it. I had a story. I could, I had the
Bro.
experience. I encourage that shit. But I had okay, go ahead. So we're saying.
No. It's go ahead. It's another topic.
Because I have this female friend, right? And she said she was dating a lot, and most of the guys that she was talking to, they kind of like they're bums. But she found this one guy, and he from the islands, right? So she just like he brought this new energy to her life and stuff, and she just like I kind of like this person. But every time she spend time with him, he always on the video games. Like she will take time out today to go check him, see what he doing, and he'll be on the video games all the time when she trying to get some, us time. And then when he not on the video game, he talking to his other female friends and texting and on the phone talking. And sometimes she just in the background just chilling, not knowing what they're saying. Like I told her, like if she's in those situations, tell him like, hey, this thing bothers me, or the least you can do is tell that person that I'm here, or put it on speaker so I can hear. Like
I'm not a business. You don't need to hear.
no, it's not her business, but like it's for her peace of mind. Like he could say, "No, I don't want to do that," because the person they talk some private stuff and
They talking sexual.
I don't know, right? But then it comes down to like, where's the line? Because in her head, it could be that they're in a relationship, but in his, we just friends. Maybe friends with benefits. Maybe we just dating. Maybe they're in a relationship, but like to him, his idea of a relationship is like we together, but I can still flirt with other people. Like
Man,
what would
that's
be
not
a
a relationship?
for him? It is, but for her, it isn't. Like
Not even
yes,
for him. Not even for him. That would be a relationship.
we can't say what he thinks
By definition, that's just not a relationship, man.
to you and me, but to him, maybe something else.
For him, he need blow. I mean, but yeah, you're right. He could have the conception that that's how it could go because maybe that's how his parents' relationship was. He could have, for whatever reason, he can have that mindset that this is no big deal just because this is what he used to.
But what your advice to her would
Hold
be
on.
though?
Tell me
Okay.
why when you said conception, right, Evron, my dumb ass was like, why would that be his condom? Nah, because like I was real life confused for a second, but then I understood. Like, yeah, so
That'd be happening to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
No,
would you tell her to just like move on, cut your losses, like or at least like talk
You
to him
need
and tell him like these
you
are the
need to
things that
communicate
really
before
bother
you can cut your
you.
losses.
yeah. I say you have to. Yeah, I say yo, you have to talk it out first.
Because if
And-
there's insecurity having you overthink things, address this insecurity, or at least tell this person that this thing is triggering me a little. Like, give me something to work with, or just
Yeah.
just demand like, hey, I know you can talk to this friend whenever, like when I'm gone, just at least give me an hour or two now to let us do a thing.
That's
Let's
and
cuddle,
no,
let's
that's
talk,
and
let's
that's not
fuck.
that's not even unreasonable to ask, because what's the point of me and you being in a relationship if I don't
So
have your attention or time?
how about you just go the extra mile and then you decide to play the game with me and we could talk over the game.
Yeah, but then I like it's not a matter of me trying to I can try doing that, right?
Mhm.
And I might end up liking it, but then at some point
You don't
I'm
want to be
still
playing
to
the
keep
games.
going out of my way to spend time with you
It's
when
not going out to
I
your way.
really-
It kind of
it
is.
is. I don't
If
want to
you
play this
know-
game. I only
If
want to
your
spend time
girlfriend,
with
no,
you.
if your girlfriend like sewing or knitting and her pastimes, reading books and knitting at the same time, and you come over talk to her, it's like, hey girl, this and that and that, and she's just like, hold on, Cassandra doing something in the book. Would
I feel like-
would you join her in her book reading or a knit,
I
or would
would.
you be like,
I would. I really
every
would.
time you come over?
Not every time, but I
See?
would. But if she chooses not to, like, if I go the extra mile and I try to like help, like join in one of her activities, if she chooses not to join in my activity, then fuck you, bitch.
But that's what it is. So every time she come over, he playing games, and if he not playing games, he talk to some other female that is
Join,
just his friend.
join into his activity, and then
So
if he can't find the time to make, like, if you're scared to actually to speak your mind or whatever, then lead by example. If you join into this individual activity and then you start, like, you start doing the things that they like. No, when you separate and you're doing your own thing, they should be doing it. Like, they should, like,
mm,
understand this is how you keep this relationship with this individual going on. And if they don't, then that's when you cut your loss. That's when you say fuck you, bitch, and then you leave. You gotta make sure you say fuck you. In fact, not even bitch,
See,
fuck
but
you,
this is
bitch.
this is weird to me because I'm like, how y'all realize? Wait, Timon, you said this is her boyfriend, or is this
it's either the
somebody
man
she's
she's
dating
seeing.
trying to, okay. So these are, oh, she not committed yet. It's like they're not, maybe they are, like, technically because
She
of their
committed.
relationship.
It sounds like she's committed.
It's
Yeah,
not like
she's
she
committed to him.
committed.
But okay, so they're still on that shaky, we are, but we're not, but we technically, but yeah, okay.
Because despite what he is, all the other guys been trash. So this is the bar. This is the
I don't.
Oh, so it's
Wow.
the best she's been able to find.
This sound like it's an inner problem, bro. It's
No,
not like there's something inside her that you have to fix. Because if this is the
Mm-mm.
best, then she needs to,
yeah,
like,
it could be her taste or whatever, but if this is the best, and I feel like that's another problem that women be having, is because they get treated so bad that when they get treated anything that's
slightly better.
slightly better is the best shit ever, but realistically they still getting treated like shit, but they don't know it because that's just the bench. Yeah,
And I've
No,
seen that
this
so many times.
this the fancy shit.
she still, hey, like Darren just said, it's something with her. She needs to know her worth. And I'm telling you, it's only you
So
get what
it's like
what
she
you
have
accept.
so it's not mostly just insecurities, her knowing her worth.
Yeah. If I'm coming over to this man's house to spend time with him, and the
Pause.
least he can't even just freaking
We know.
turn off this game. If he can't turn off this game for freaking, the hour and a half while I'm here, right? Yeah, that's not showing no respect for me. He not showing me no interest. Why would I even think of going out my way to go do this with him when he not even slightly,
Just being real.
Okay.
If the game is your escape, right? If the game is your escape, and now, like, I come over here, then you don't really need this escape because I'm not a part of your typical day of your, the normal stresses of your life. You need to invest into me to figure out if I am going to be, like, stressed towards you or something cool. So
I want to play devil advocate right now because, like, okay, this is all the information she's giving me, so that could be biased information to help her story look good, right? I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. But what if, right, this guy gave her, like, let's say they're spending 5 hours together, and this man gave her 3 hours, and then he decided he gonna start gaming, but she want 4 hours.
then she too needy. That's her. That's really her. She's the problem. Why would you demand all my time?
Well,
you.
she's taking the time out to come look for you, visit you, or whatever.
No.
Okay,
I
so
don't
then
think you need,
spend less time.
No, then why am I dating you, bro? Okay, nah. For her, she's not getting what she wants out of this guy. She needs to cut him. That's my answer to her. If he's
At
not
that
giving you
point.
what you want, cut that nigga off because
At that point.
it's
But then
what
she
you
have to go
want
back
and
out
what
in
you're
the
willing to
dating pool and then go look for some other people.
So you're rather
Okay.
you're rather so
Or
you're
she
rather
can
you're
tie
rather
herself
continue
down to something that she's
that's
settling
wasting
for.
your time. Yes, you tie yourself down to settle for
No.
this, tie yourself down, and then in the next 4 to 5 years, you realize this is not what you want. You can't take it anymore. You snap,
So
and then that's when you go back into the dating game after you're older and your body
kids
isn't
maybe
as,
be involved. So
your
by
body
this split, you're mashing up like, bro.
your body ain't as neat, and so now you get less prospects. Like, no.
So
Don't.
what you're saying is she should date multiple people. So if she close with this man for 3 years and she close with another man for 3 years, and on Wednesday she go look for Sam, and on Thursdays and Tuesdays she go look for Bob.
Like,
That's acceptable in the dating scene.
He really can. Boss, I could, bro. I could actually, like, live with a girl that I'm dating, and she could date another nigga.
But that's you because you're not insecure and you can understand.
Yeah.
But, like, what about the other people?
They
That's something
just-
hard to swallow.
They just need to do better.
It's not easy though. Like it's yes, that's the realistically the answer. They need to do better, but like also doing better isn't an overnight thing. You know,
Nonsense.
it's like, man, bro, this relationship shit. It's like there's all the answers are there, but like just the way how shit work, the technicalities.
Yeah, there's too much at play.
Yeah.
There's
It's
the
like
whole
yes, this is the rule.
personality.
However, this undermines this, and this makes this not valid, and it's like
But my takeaway here is who teaching these girls this thing, because all of them, like, they follow the script.
collectively know it.
Yes,
Bro,
they follow the script. Like, they all like, yeah, no, this doesn't work. I'm like, but it sounds reasonable to guys. Either the guys have one script or the girls have a script. Somebody following the script. Why isn't there nobody merging these things together and making sense out of it? So we can all be on the same page. Why is there 2 page?
Man, it's just two different ideology, man, and it comes from like the bro. It's a lot. It's a lot of facts.
Honestly,
like men are the way they are, and they come differently because of a lot of freaking things.
A lot of things, and some of us just come to these conclusions on our own with no help. But then again, we could be influenced by something we saw.
We just have different understandings of things because of different things that we interacted with.
And literally, that's why I say at the end of the day, it's not a man versus woman thing. It's a people versus people thing. You're your own person with your own list of circumstances and the things that happened, the timeline that made you who you are. And the way you act and the way you behave and all that shit now is as a result of the shit that happened before.
You know what it is?
You come to this point. So like everything up to until that point is to blame, or is the reason as to why things may be the way they are, but it's not an excuse as to why you can't change it.
Okay, listen, my advice is, ladies, y'all go and y'all meet yourself a Rastaman and let a Rastaman explain life to y'all. After this Rastaman explain life to y'all can understand men better, y'all can understand yourselves better, and yeah, that's really it. Just talk to a Rastaman. Rastaman know the answer.
Okay, well, my takeaway from this to the ladies, right? You all should be a hoe while y'all in college, right?
Also, we shouldn't just give advice to the ladies. We also have to give advice to men.
To them niggas who not doing right.
Like,
Come on,
bro,
man.
like
Step
y'all
up.
just be transparent for real. Just tell the truth.
Like, honestly, if you troubling this girl and you tell you have a girlfriend, she still might want to fuck you, bro. Don't lie. It's really, it's not that complicated.
Like, it's not player trying to juggle two
it really isn't.
when they don't know each other. Like, what's really player, bro, is when you say, yo, you see this shorty over there? That's my other shorty. And then both of these bitches give you the same thing at the same time, bro. That's when you know that you a legend.
That's when you know.
Like, that's when you know that you really doing
like, you
something.
Honest, you really understand the situation, but they still want you. Like, bro, you winning. The fuck?
Like, that's when you know that you're an alpha male, bro. As an alpha, bro, like, you supposed to be straight up and you're supposed to let these ladies know, like, this is how it go. And if you want to have multiple women, you go have these multiple women. And if she don't want to be a part of this, then she just got subtract herself.
You check line, the deception, the manipulation. That shit don't give you cool points, bro.
That's not cool. That's
just
fucking weird.
But then
keep it real, 100%, no disrespect, and bro, points for days.
But I've seen women still look at guys, and that's another thing though. Women will still know what they want out of life, right? But have what they want out of a man, right? The things they find attractive, those things don't go together. They want a street nigga that treating them a certain way.
But they like how he be rough with them other females.
Like, yeah. So it's like
push me on the rug, and then you push them on the rug. Ow, that's abuse. Bitch, you wanted this.
It's like, no, I think everywhere, all around the board, everybody needs to freaking do better. Everybody needs to expect men, like you said, stop the lying and manipulation and stuff. But my thing is with men, the way I view it is that the men that really want good out of it, they do right.
They do right. They
learn. I feel like the men that want it, do it by all means.
Yeah, right? They watch the TV shows and like, I want to be that romantic, and try to implement it. They ask their friends, what's the nicest spot to go take my girl, because they want to be better for that person.
Yeah. And they share that same vision. But like the niggas who don't want it, they don't give a shit. If you don't give a shit, then that's it.
I'm not really romantic. That's one.
You don't have to be though.
Sure. Like,
it's the effort.
I do put in effort, but I'm just not romantic. Like I can't sit down and simp over a woman like that. That's weird to me. Like I see myself as a prize. Like I see myself as a prize.
You are,
See?
but sometimes you have to see her as the price too.
I see myself as
Huh?
the bigger prize. She runner up.
Fucking selfish boy, get out of here.
I like.
It's life. It's life.
Nah, I'm her prize, and I'm her prize.
I
and
don't
she's
need
my
to be her prize. She can be her prize just like how I am my prize. And then we can come together and we can both be number one. But
Two
like,
prizes.
you
One
know,
in first place, one in second.
she gonna be number one
Okay.
if she's number one for herself. Just like how I'm number one for myself.
So the both y'all in second place because
No, so
somebody has
both
to
of
stand
us
on top.
no. That's the thing. We both up there together.
Two
Everyone
number
trying to be up there, right? He trying to put one foot up there. No, we both standing up there together, bro.
So you're all okay. All right.
I'll explain it better once I figure out how to explain it.
So one and one make one.
I'm going to be the best that I can be, right? And she's going to be the best that she can
How
be.
you gonna be the best that you can be if you putting her as number one? She's your prize. Like you're below her. How are you going to be the best that you can be
First
for her?
off,
If
nobody-
What do you mean?
no-
That's not how no prize work.
Nobody's property out here, okay? That's what they like to say. He's not my
Everyone just
property.
said-
He's not my
everyone just said, right? Everyone just said that he's going to put her as number one, right?
Mhm.
Or am I hearing things?
No, she's my number one as far as outside of me.
And how
I
are you
exist
going
on
to
my
be?
own.
How are
I
you going
exist as me. She's my number. She's externally, she's my number one.
Nah, I'm
And
number
I
one.
know I'm her number one. So I'm trying to make her number one thing worth as much as it can be worth.
See, that's what y'all played yourself. God is her number one.
By
Fuck
you,
y'all
Nigga.
take second place,
Nigga.
bitches.
if you're number one, if you're your number one, then you are going to be your best self at all times for her. Like you're going
So
to be your best self at all times, and then she's going to look at you and understand that this is the best right here.
So y'all putting our
Mhm.
relationship over Christ, our Lord and Savior, Jesus.
Yo, you can throw rocks through Zoom.
Sorry, I just wanted to feel
Bossy, yeah.
included.
You know,
Because
too
you
far
know.
to tell money. If you think I wouldn't just go train, but right time alone, I throw a big stone straight to Canada.
See,
Oh,
real friends.
well.
Yo, that Kanye album, bro, when it's dropping.
Bro, I was so mad.
I
was-
was just confused.
You know what's funny?
'cause
You know
I
what's
don't
funny,
this.
bro? You know what's funny? I told myself, bro, Kanye is not dropping no album because Kanye did this shit the last time with Ye and all of these shit, bro. But then I went to Instagram, right? Because I didn't even search for it. And then Complex posted some shit and it was like, what's your favorite song off that Kanye
Yeah,
album?
so I was like, oh shit, he
That's-
dropped. So that I
I was
went
like,
looking
what?
for it and I couldn't
Bro.
find it. I just saw a playlist and some kind of podcast. And I was like, what's happening? And I'm
Yo, I
searching.
was so heartbroken.
I hear people talking about the listening. He had a whole stadium full of people and how the Jay-Z song sounds sick. And I'm just like, where y'all getting this song? I went on
Bro.
Apple. I went on SoundCloud.
Bro, I'm in the comments. I see people talking about him and Drake. They best friends again.
I
So
was like-
Drake not gonna drop Certified Lover Boy because like he
At the
he
same
been
night.
supposed to drop that too. I'm like, yo, for real, bro. Like I forgot about that album too. I'm like, yo, they playing with me. They playing with me. That fuck around. I'm gonna just have to drop that Kanye album myself. I'm going to booth. I'm gonna go in the booth.
I was thinking, this is me. It don't make no sense. He clearly posted this thing. He just forgot to put it on public. That's the only thing. But I'm like, where are these people hearing it from? From the album listening?
It looked like he had this whole stadium. Like I just want to know where my invite was. Kanye, I'd be like, bro, I'm like your biggest fan, bro. Like why was I not invited to the bro? Fuck you. You know what? I don't ever like you anymore.
Check. We went back. So like, you remember when your mom's was alive? I used to come over for dinner.
I ain't
Can
gonna
I say that?
I ain't gonna say that.
I was
That's
trying
a
to
bit too much.
I was trying to really put myself in his life. Okay, all right. I can't apologize because of how the setup is, but yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to our podcast again yet another week. I appreciate you.
Like, hopefully we drop some gems and something for y'all to think about, especially you ladies that find yourselves with shitty niggas.
Yeah, jump in our DMs and tell us what you don't agree with and what you agree with. Give us your thought.
And I'm open to giving you personal advice. I tend to be good at that, you know.
Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Just you know, show up, show out. I'll be there for you. Yeah,
telling you, everyone gives pretty good advice.
Pretty good advice. I'm trying to figure out, like, why you studying business, bro?
You know, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to go to school to learn to tell people. Like, I already do this shit. I'm not going to go to school for it just to get a paper that validates it. Like, my advice is still valid. So
first off, the paper so you can get money.
Fair enough.
Look at this, right? Anybody can be in this podcast now. You just have to tell me when. Actually, you can't tell me when. Just tell me you want to be on it. I'll tell you when.
Yeah.
honestly, like if y'all have anything that y'all want to say, just hop into one of our DMs and just say something. Just say that you want to be featured on the podcast, and we will get you onto the podcast.
Don't wait till you're rich and famous.
Even if you're racist, I'm gonna let you come on and hear what you have to say.
Yeah, like I want to honestly, like,
curious,
I know this white dude, right? I consider this white dude my friend. We work together. Well, we used to work together. He was low-key racist, but I could sort of understand some of the things that he said, and we were so cool with each other. It's like, I was like, bro, I don't think that this friendship should be the way that it is, because like we clash, but like it didn't feel malicious. It felt like it felt really
like you're grown adults who can also disagree to agree.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
that's a
it's
beautiful
like
friendship.
we could speak like it was, bro, man. I just wish
you know what it was?
Mutual
like respect. That's what it was.
Yeah, it has to be mutual respect. For sure.
Y'all ain't gonna cross the line with each other, but like y'all still know. Like,
we know where each other stand, and like we're okay with your, you know, point of views. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not saying I'm right.
Because like
even if you do, I respect your thought. You know,
like opinion. His point of view does not hurt me. And it's not going to hurt me.
Because like if a racist person tell me, man, black people are always so blah 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 blah, I'll be like, well, not all of us, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
If you run into a bunch of loud white people all the time, wouldn't you say, man, generalize and say, man, white people are loud? It's what we do. We're not talking about everybody because we know everybody's different.
Because I know, bro, I can be real with you. I know I'm niggerish. Like that's
sometimes
one thing.
I'm niggerish.
Bro, when you see me, first of all, right, I'm doing 80 and a 35. I'm running from the cops because and my music real loud, like driving through a little residential. Everybody can hear, bro. You hear me before you see me. You're the boom, boom, boom. I'm really just enjoying myself, bro. I know
I don't think that's because you're black. I think it's just because you're Jaren.
No, well, I'm Jaren-ish.
Black people see you on this own. You're like, God, he's too black. Like, he's something else. Like, I don't even know if that's appropriate. Like, what's your name? Jaren. Yeah, you just
you're one of the neo Negroes.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I respect people's opinions.
Nah. I feel like I let my listeners down because I was really trying to get a certain guest on here, but it's been complicated. So I'm just gonna move on and just get things rolling, just get the ball rolling. So again, thank you, and I'm heading out.
Yeah, Big Easy signing out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weeks. And
yeah.
All the best to y'all.
See y'all next week.
Right, so the man cut me off.
Sorry.
Well, fuck you, man. No, I said nothing.
See y'all next week.
That's it.
What?
Huh?
You say nothing else?
Are you me, man?
Check.
Beat us, man.
Yeah.
Darling, 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 please.